Oh no, I'm saving them.
Keep.
Okay,
Wrecker! Oh wait, that one's not bad.
Spinnaker.
Goblin.
Oh,
that actually might be the closest one to an actual racial slur nowadays. It's calling someone a goblin.
Donkey!
you goof monkey.
Donkey, yes. Goof monkey, no.
No, you can't say monkey anymore.
Oh, I'm sure you can't.
Yeah.
What other
on the
Shadowrun
sketch, but it's
slurs
only on
are
the
there?
Adult Swim website.
What other Shadowrun slurs are there? Because that
there's
setting has some well worked out racism.
Yeah, there's a few for goblinized people, but they're really like coded to actual real life racial slurs. I don't feel comfortable saying them if we're being recorded and streamed.
Hey Bobo, the clans suck.
Which clans are you referring to? The real life clans, or are you talking like the BattleTech clans?
BattleTech.
Or the vampire clans.
Okay, when it comes to BattleTech clans, it depends on which clan you're talking about.
I'm just gonna say
Jade?
yes.
If you're saying Jade Falcon, Smoke Jaguar, yes, I agree with you. If you're talking like Nova Bear or Wolf, you can fuck off.
Yeah, definitely those two.
In general, if you're talking about the Warden clan, you can fuck off because they're actually nice people.
Nah, they definitely suck.
Also, hello people. This is actually a stream of us going to watch the Game Awards and not secretly discussing secret racial slurs from
I
just
spent the 30 minutes discussing and defending furry and furry related things in the Lancer tabletop RPG.
Wait, there are furries in the Lancer tabletop RPG?
It's coded into the canon of the series, yes.
Well, fuck, why did no one tell me of this? That might convince me to join.
Big furries!
There's my alarm to let me know.
Like, for the last 3 days, people have been like debating whether it's there that the official developers had to go in and goes like, hey, if your character's air-quoted body has some way to interact with both, has a reasonable way to interact both with the mech rules and the pilot rules of the game, that is your in-canon pilot, and whatever art you make for them is canon. As long as whatever you want your pilot to be can function in the world,
So
and
I'm
it's
gonna.
okay with you as a player and with the GM, it's canon. Doesn't freaking matter.
Okay,
So I'm gonna
Yeah,
bring
yeah,
Gabriel Bloodthirst. He's half angel, half demon.
Well, yes,
I
that's
mean-
sort of what I kind of go with. Like, okay, yes, it mechanically works, but it doesn't work in the setting. I mean, if only because I think like the Lancer setting, from what you told me, is quite xenophobic. Like they're
you're
quite on
talking
the
like
level of human imperium levels.
Well, it depends on the faction. There's no real like xenophobia because it's very humanity first. Mostly
Yes.
because
That's
we have never found in Lancer, officially in the Lancer lore, we have never discovered another sentient alien race.
Oh, I
Yes.
see. So basically, Elon managed to make his cat girl. That's what happened.
okay, yeah. I guess I don't know how it is with genetics in that setting.
Oh, in genetics and stuff like that, hey, doesn't fucking matter because you're still gene coded wise. On the genetic level, you're still human no matter what kind of cybernetic or biological mods you put on yourself. You're still human.
I don't want.
Unless
a
you're some
PDF.
Horus
I want
fucker, then who the hell
PNG.
knows?
I mean, yeah, if you're horse related because of paracausality, okay, I don't quite understand how the hell you live in 6 dimensions. I thought there were only 4.
Magic.
And every time I ask you to explain the 5th and 6th one, my brain starts hurting. I start bleeding from my eyes and ears. And I forget what's happened for the last 4 weeks, but...
I only live in one dimension.
Yeah, but there's like...
I don't know how it works, but...
But yeah, no. Unofficially, in the lore, humanity did find its first sentient race. It just so happened the humans in charge at that time were not good people.
The humans in charge are never good people.
I will say that the current main leaders of the current leaders of humanity in Third Communion and some of the stuff would not immediately genocide. It just so happened that when we first came across
Brave Sir Robert, hey,
alien...
thanks for the sub. I appreciate it.
Yeah, the first alien species we met in Lancer happened to be at a time where we would genocide sentient alien races and people. Oops. But yeah, no, it's not really xenophobic. They don't consider
it was just a whoopsie.
like that.
Oh, that was a whoopsie.
Yeah,
Oops,
it's
all
a
genocide.
Genocide.
Let's be xenophobic.
I mean, who's
Bring this here? Let's find the nasty, slimy, ugly aliens of here.
Yeah.
That's gonna be
But yeah,
really
no,
interesting
like I
explaining to
said,
the
in the-
second sentient alien race. No, we're not gonna genocide you. Then they point to the Blargons. It's like, yeah, that was a whoopsie.
Yeah, that was my bad.
Yeah. Yeah, that was our ancestors bad. We kind of like punished all the people involved doing that. So yeah, that was actually a couple thousand. We're better people now.
They point to the clan
This-
wars.
That's Battletech, but there
Same
technically
thing.
is a lot of conflict. I mean, I was about to say.
Yeah, fuck it. They
trade
point to
bit-
Horus.
Freaking
is-
Horus!
Horus is not hard-coded evil. They just happen to be supporting the most terrorist cells. Because one person's terrorist cell is another person's freedom fighter.
Don't we have a actual soundboard clip of that?
Fucking Horus. But yes.
Yeah, we do.
But yeah, yeah, but in general, like, if you want to say that your pilot in Lancer, if you want to say your pilot is a 8-legged centaur with squid arms,
Fucking Horus!
that's perfectly fine.
I don't think the Emperor of Mankind would be fine with that.
Again, we're playing Lancer, we're not playing 40k.
Also, the Emperor was fine with Xenos races so long as they were subservient. Like the monkeys.
Was he?
Well, there are a lot of protected Xeno species from the Crusade area. There was two things though. Is the Xeno species useful for humanity? Yes or no? And then after that, the second key thing is whether they get genocided or not. Has this Xeno species done anything to enslave, harm, or do bad shit to humanity? Yes or no? If the first one is a yes and the other one's a yes, they get genocided. It has to be a yes, is it useful to humanity, and then a no of them doing bad shit to humanity.
Man, we've gone over, we're like 12 minutes over. It's taking so long.
I don't know what's taking so long for this preview, so I'm gonna check IGN.
Jeff Keighley is lazy.
You expect them to have quality control?
I mean, considering each year that they've had the Game Awards, someone snuck on stage through one means or another.
Or they just started late so they can do what they did with Baldur's Gate 3 when it won last year. Of like, yeah, I gotta quickly get off stage now.
No, what happens is there's someone on stage right now and they're trying to shove him off.
All I know is that there's two things I only think I care about the Game Awards. Is the announcements and trailers, the awards of just like the Academy Awards
Charge
or the
complete.
or any of those other award shows. It's more self-serving than it is.
Why we come here to make
Typical
fun
stuff
of
at
it.
the end, because there's always that one guy that's been showing up each year that just goes way too hard. It is
Like Flute Guy.
Angle 2!
Minecraft 2. Fortnite 2.
honestly, if they did a Fortnite, that
Fortnite
would
pulls an
kill,
Overwatch 2.
Epic Games.
I would never stop laughing.
Baldur's Gate 4 Battle
yeah.
Royale.
I mean, you can guarantee bet that there's a Baldur's Gate 4 coming somewhere down the line.
Eventually.
Well,
Because,
to find different
It's not
studio,
going to be done
Valerian
by
will.
I don't think
Larian
I'm-
Studios, though.
yes,
yeah.
Hasbro wants that money.
I don't think I'll be alive.
Yeah, if they come out with a Baldur's Gate 4, it's not going to be Larian, so it's going to be hard to say whether the game's going to be good or not, because Larian is... Even though Larian has done a lot of free content for Baldur's Gate 3, like a lot of free content and stuff
There's
they
still some
didn't
more
have
coming.
to do. Yeah, they've already filled their contract on that for all the support they had to provide for it, but they're still going, so props on Larian Studios for that. But apparently, Larian Studios just had a lot of shit they didn't want to deal with when it came to Hasbro and Wizards of the Crows backseating the game development of it.
That
Oh,
doesn't
I
Wizards
thought
surprise
of
me.
the Crows, I like that one.
Reminds me of a... Ooh, timer. Reminds me of a Twitter post that someone posted. It's like, so Elon's apparently trying to buy Wizards of the Coast and Hasbro now. And it shows, like, the Dungeon Master looking at the book, and it says, only when Elon Musk is playing the game may he use Le Epic dice. And it shows him pulling out a dice from a dice bag, and it's just all 20s. And the community note said, fact check, false. Elon Musk does not have 3 friends to play Dungeons and Dragons with.
He would force his kids to play. His weirdly named kids.
Yeah. You see, he started taking his kid out with him everywhere as a meat shield.
Mm-hmm.
One of them.
The one he's taken out is probably his favorite if he knows he doesn't spend time with any of his other kids.
Yeah.
But yeah, probably like idle, stupid shouting. But as someone pointed out, that was how the Twitter acquisition started. So never be entirely too sure with them.
Well, at the same time, he was saying that he was already in the background making offers, and then he was legally forced to buy Twitter.
It's like he went to an
Yeah,
auction.
let's hope that's not this situation.
Yeah, let's hope
'Cause
not.
as much as I don't like Hasbro as a company and what they're doing with D&D and Magic the Gathering, Elon would not be an improvement.
It would not, but the thing is, though, Hasbro has said an official thing to its investors and stuff like that. They are trying their hardest to maximize not microtransaction. What's the word that you've been using? Not profiting.
Gamify or
Not game of whatever it is. Putting them as many purchases as possible, but it's not like microtransaction purchases.
yeah, monetize.
Putting
Monetize,
monetize.
yes.
Thank you. They've been trying their hardest to come up with ways to monetize Magic and D&D as much as they can, but when it comes to a tabletop RPG, they've learned that the fact that you can only monetize a tabletop RPG so much unless you completely digitize it, which is what they've been trying to do between
Yeah, good
D&D
luck with
Beyond
that.
and the new VTT.
Good luck with that.
See,
Yeah.
what they need to do is send the Pinkertons after everyone playing old editions,
They legally
and then when they
can't.
sell the new edition, all of the books have like fucking AI chips in them that register whenever you're playing a game, and then they charge you for the time it takes you to play.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And if you go over, the Pinkertons come for you again.
Mm-hmm.
You've reached your maximum allotted time of Dungeons and Dragons this week.
But yeah, because they haven't been able to monetize Wizards of the Coast as much as they originally thought they could, they have been thinking about, and it has been publicly said by them, at least to my knowledge, wanting to sell off the company because they can't monetize it as much as they originally thought they could.
We only have millions of dollars when we could have billions.
Yeah, well, that's the unfortunate way the stock market and shit works. You have to have infinite growth, or the shareholders revolt.
Well, the annoying part is also with the way modern day capitalism works is if you become a publicly traded company and have investors, you're legally obligated to have infinite profit margins and infinite increases in profitability.
The line go up.
The line has to go up, or you can be sued once you become publicly traded.
The line must be drawn here.
Which is completely stupid to my knowledge. But again, I don't know all of the marketing and stuff like that to see as to why it's legally mandated. You have to show profits for your.
I think that was actually due to a lawsuit with Ford way back when.
Yeah, but I don't know all the grounds on that. But that seems stupid to me.
I understand some reasoning behind it. Because say you buy stocks in a company and the CEO decides, yeah, you know what? I could really use a much nicer new office. Let's build a nicer new office for me. If you don't have the thing in, like, your CEO decisions technically have to be making sure that the company keeps making profit, then there's kind of nothing you can do about that as a shareholder except sell your stock.
Yeah, but the downside of this, it gets to the whole entire thing because the fact is, infinite growth is fucking impossible. You're always going to hit a plateau margin.
Honestly, the law,
like McDonald's has hit that.
Honestly, the law should be. I would say the law should be much more. As most laws would need to be more refined. That if companies management is doing things to actively damage the value of the stock, that then you should be able to.
Mm-hmm.
Though that can be abused as well. I think it's hard.
Yeah,
laws are hard.
Well, laws are hard because everybody's going to find ways to skirt or abuse them to their own maximum benefit.
Always.
And no law can cover every kind of situation or thought pattern or feeling.
Yeah, because there's no way. Because laws are. I mean, I hate the fact of this, and I hate that this is a thing, but it's clearly shown everywhere. Is that laws, ordinances, legality, everything like that is always going to be 10 to 15 years behind everything when it comes to tech and everything like that, or even just general business practices and advancements, because it takes that long for people to see the ramifications of, okay, we make this law, we make these changes to the law, okay, now here's all the new ways people are abusing it.
Yes, and add to that then you okay, well, so we need to change these laws. Okay, so we first have to see if we can think up all the ways that could the new law version could maybe be broken or abused. And then you have to go through the whole process of figuring that out, making that seemingly quote-unquote ironclad, only to find out that, it's not ironclad, because no law is.
Well, then you also have to then make sure all of those laws you're enacting are not going to either overstep their bounds or intercede with other laws that are already on the books, or at least here in America, we have all the amendments, Bill of Rights, all of those things that are like the highest form of law. do anything we're going to interfere with any of those on any of the levels and any of the amendments and any of the legal precedent based on any of those at any level.
And if
what we're trying
so,
to do.
then you just got to word it differently.
Yeah.
Oops.
Welcome to the point where bureaucracy is needed to function in modern day society, but bureaucracy is so slow, so overstretched and stuff like that there's no way to reasonably streamline it without just completely starting anew.
Bureaucracy is expanding to serve the expanding needs of the bureaucracy.
Speaking of which, I've got reports I need to write.
Yeah. Which,
And
I mean,
and once again, as dreadful as all of that is, that's not an excuse for not trying.
yeah, I agree with you. But the problem is just like,
I swear that.
we flip back to a topic we were talking about earlier with 40K. There's the administratum. We could never get to that level. Then we look at modern society. That's just modern society at the most awful extreme.
So I heard something about the next DLC for the Warhammer Rogue Trader game that's coming out.
For the Adeptus Arbates, yeah.
Yes, because apparently that Adeptus Arbates is going to be basically specialized in the collection and breach of tithing of planets. So he's basically a tax collector.
Yeah, he is.
I don't know what
he is in Adeptus Arbates. I know I'm pronouncing that wrong, but he is there as part of investigation in the tithe of your dynasty. He's come to check your books and whether you've been paying your taxes or not for all of your tithes. Because you're dealing with all this shit as the new head of your dynasty, and you're dealing with all this chaos incursion, these Eldari raids. This is not spoiling anything because this is all within the prologue or in Act 1.
That is the worst fucking Hive City. They don't get exterminatus.
Yeah, the prologue of Rogue Trader, that is a planet within your dynasty, I believe. And yeah, that is all related to your city. You're not only dealing with that, you're dealing with Eldari raids, chaos incursions, and everything else involving now having the massive shakeup of having a whole new head, and the Imperium comes a knocking, going, knock knock, we don't care what's going on. Have you paid your taxes properly, assholes?
IRS. Fuck.
Because yes, apparently, as was explained in a video, the Imperium is actually quite lenient on how rulership and everything works. Like, you always see them as hyper totalitarian, and many planets are, but the Imperium in itself actually is somewhat forgiving and letting people rule themselves, so long as you pay your tithes.
That's all that the Greater Imperium cares about, and Holy Terror cares about. All you paying your tithes to the Imperium, so the Imperium can still function and quote-unquote grow. If so, I mean, that's pretty much why Krieg became the hellhole that it is that Krieg was a very palatable planet, but the cost of taking Krieg was not worth the profits that the Greater Imperium make in taking the world for what it could provide, and the losses the planet was going to take because of it. So, Krieg became a nuclear hellhole. They rediscovered Krieg, and Krieg called back, and it's like Krieg was just like, "Hey, yeah, all of our original tithes we can't pay, but we can produce you 4 entire regiments of Death Corps on a yearly basis." And the Administratum, the Astra Militarum, and the Navy was like, wow. And you want to do this on the regular, and you have many more volunteers there, but that's the best you can do in the short term now that you're back within the fold. Okay, everybody, we're gonna protect Krieg now. Because if there's one type that the Imperium loves more than anything else, it's blood and meat for the machine and grinder. But yeah, the main thing I'm looking forward to in the next DLC, though, is that, and because it's also supposed to come with a couple of classes and archetypes that specialize in shotguns, which would be nice.
Oh, I like that. I actually have not, I just did only 2 quests in Rogue Trader and haven't been able to get further into it because I always have kind of a troubled relationship with roleplay in the 40k universe. But I do always like the Adeptus Arbites sort of things. So that might be a thing. Now, if they really want to definitely draw me back, give me my orc boys.
I know. Sadly, it's still at the moment. It is still only the Eldari as Xenos companions.
Freebooter.
What?
Huh?
What?
Seriously?
What?
You're
What?
teaming up with Eldar.
Oh, I'll specify this. One is a craft wielded Eldar, so that's fine. The other one's a fucking dark Eldari.
Okay, that is so fucking heretical. What the shit?
You're a rogue trader.
That's what I was saying. Honestly, it is less heretical to work with an orc freebooter.
It is less heretical to work with an orc, because those orcs are basically mercenaries.
Hey, it's time.
But hey, yeah, you can side with the Drukhari, and just so you also know, Joe, both of those Eldar are romantic options.
Okay,
So,
The other one what to prove.
Opening
So, Joe,
act.
I think
do
we
you
need to
want to-
purge.
Joe, do you want to play Rogue Trader now and romance the Drukhari?
No!
We are counting down to the main event.
Don't you want him to just take you into his chambers, have you sit on his screaming flesh couch made of human skin that's still alive and can feel pain, and just have some wine together?
It sounds like a great idea.
I guess Alcat had made the Carmilla romance in Wrath of the Righteous, and we were like, oh, they cannot do anything more fucked up, chaotic evil than that. And they was like, and then they were like, for themselves, hold my own beer.
Including Mafia: The Old Country, Borderlands 4, and more.
Ooh, Borderlands 4
This is the
trailer.
first time I'm hearing about.
Right now.
This is the first time I'm hearing Borderlands 4 after they've butchered and killed all of this trust and respect we would have had after Borderlands 3.
Oh, Randy Pitchford apparently blabbed a couple of days ago that they would be premiering Borderlands 4 here.
I stopped caring about the studio after
The
everything
makers
they
of
did for Borderlands
Blasphemous.
3.
I never cared for them.
Hey, look, guys, Ninja
I mean,
game.
It looks nice.
I liked everything up to the pre-sequels.
This is.
I enjoyed the game.
That's
Oh, it's
that's
very
Ninja
Hayabusa.
Gaiden.
Is this?
Yeah, this
Yes.
is Ninja Gaiden, the 2D. We're going back to that. You didn't know about that?
Oh,
Nope.
okay.
Yeah, no,
Looks
this
nice.
is
That was the intro to the NES Ninja Gaiden. The
Yeah.
very first part.
Though I am kind of curious if this is going full 2D or is it going like 2.5?
Nope. Full 2D looks
No,
like.
this is going.
Graphic
Yeah,
upgrade.
I mean, that's fine if you want to play one of the most difficult side scrollers for back then.
Yeah, man. You guys played The Messenger? The game's like an homage.
Which one is the messenger?
It's an homage to Ninja
Alright.
Gaiden, but it's also a little different. It's a lot of fun. Ninja Gaiden Ragebound.
As long as it has the difficulty levels of the original Gaiden and its controls are fine, I'm fine with that.
Ninja Gaiden Ragebound coming in summer 2025. It's the new title from Dotemu, the publisher behind Streets of Rage 4 and TMNT Shredder's Revenge. That announcement makes a killer segue into our first award category tonight, Best
I mean, that's
Fighting
fine.
Game. Here
That studio
are the
who's doing that
nominees.
is.
Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, Grand Blue Fantasy Versus Rising, Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classic.
I think the Marvel
Multiverses.
Capcom collection is just a
And
cop-out.
Tekken 8.
Yeah, that's similar
The
to
Game
how
Award goes
like they have
to-
like the Elden Ring DLC in best in
look
game
at
of the year. Like,
Tekken 8.
okay, yes, it's great. It doesn't really belong
Yeah.
here. Otherwise, I don't much play fighting games. So.
Yeah, no, but honestly, of the list, Tekken was the only. I mean, and nothing against the people who like multiverses or like those or any of the other.
And we'll continue to update.
Oh God, what is it
improve
called?
Tekken 8. So
Smash-like
stay
games?
tuned and don't
Stage
ask
brawlers?
me for-
I wouldn't call those brawler games like
you.
Smash
Thank you.
and stuff like that.
Congratulations.
This is just my classification, in my opinion. I wouldn't technically
And now,
classify them as a
new
fighting
Mexico
game.
that is
They're their
unlike
own
anything you've
category or
played before.
subcategory of fighting game.
Look, it's The Witness, Part 2.
Ugh, this looks like pain for me.
Moving Simulator 2024.
I mean,
Ah,
technically, isn't there like already a popular game series about just moving shit into a truck as a co-op multiplayer game?
I know there's like a very messy game like that, but
There's
This
also
looks more
it's
like
from the
that.
same people who did the cooking game. They did
Yeah.
the moving truck game, I believe.
this
Yeah.
looks more like a deliberate, take your time kind of thing.
This also looks like it has VR controls, or at least VR
Yeah.
or regular keyboard and mouse controls. You can play either way.
No, thank you. I've moved plenty of times in my life. I do not like moving.
Is it also just? I know this probably did that on purpose, but the way some of that stuff was stored kind of triggers me.
Yeah.
The floor lies a tome covered in blood, titled "Top Ways to Conquer the Spire."
Slay the Spire 2?
You find this
Nice.
manuscript highly suspicious because it's covered in blood. You read the book, covering your hands in blood.
Ooh.
I'm fine with Slay the Spire 2, as long as they give us more than 3 characters, and I don't have to go to fan content to get additional characters. Oh, new class. Necromancer thing. Nice.
Loot.
Necrobinder, the fuck is this guy?
He's replacing the robot class from the first game.
I like robots.
Necrobinder. He pulls out a My Little Pony binder.
That was the first look at the gameplay of Slay the Spire 2.
Oh, yeah, that's-
thrilled because
I'm
there's
fine
a
with
new
that.
Slay the Spire, but also terrified because I just got over my crippling addiction to the first, so the cycle continues. Anyway, after the show, be sure to head over to
Honestly,
TikTok
right
and
now,
share
the
your
only
best
game
gaming
I'm
highlights
really
from
awaiting that I
2024
know
with
of is
hashtag gaming on
Civilization
TikTok.
7, and they will not
And
be
now
showing
it's
that
time
in
for our
this
next
because
award.
they have
Best
kind of their
VR
own
AR game. And the
reveal
nominees are
marketing campaign
Arizona
stuff going on.
Sunshine Remake, Asgard's Wrath 2,
Metal Hellsinger VR. Oh my gosh, I'd get
Metal
sick trying to
Hellsinger
do
VR,
that.
and
I had enough.
That one would actually
the
be
Game
so
Award
neat.
goes to
Yeah,
I do not have a giant room to do
Batman
VR with.
Arkham Shadow.
I would.
I don't.
I had more
Even
than
if you
enough
don't have
problems.
motion, even if you don't have motion sickness issues, how can you handle Metal Hellsinger in VR?
Oh man, you gotta be like on a different level.
and I have a feeling that the best is yet
Maybe
to
if
come.
you're like a
To
guitarist or a
our,
drummer, you know, and you're
that
already
has been a great
moving your
place to
hands
work.
to the beat.
Oculus Studios, all the support that you provided to us to help us
Yeah.
get the game over
But
the
I
line.
played the demo
Our
on
sister
stream once,
studio,
and I had
Western
problems
Stars,
just
that did
talking and
incredible
playing the
Asgard
game
stuff
at the
too.
same
That
time. I was
big,
trying to
made
concentrate
this,
so
this
hard.
category very competitive this
Yeah.
year. I also want to thank
Heck of a lot of
Warner
fun,
Brothers
though.
for entrusting that
Yeah.
incredible Arkham franchise, allowing us to build a sequel to
The
those
issue I
incredible
mainly
foundations
have with
that Rocksteady
VR
and Warner
games,
Brothers
it seems
Montreal
like the only
provided to
two
us. And
genres I've
lastly,
seen in
to
VR
the
games that
amazing
actually
crew, and
capitalize
cast to this game. Roger Craig Smith,
on the
Troy
VR
Baker,
stuff
Elijah Wood,
is
Tara
either
Strong, Carrie
like
Carpenter.
escape
You guys
room
crushed
puzzle
it.
games.
You guys are award-winning
Yeah.
as far as we're concerned.
or
Thank you
just
for what
pure
you brought to our
combat
game.
games like or shooting
Thank
games.
you, thank you.
Or Fruit
Since
Ninja.
2018, the TGA Global Gaming Citizen Program has recognized individuals.
I wouldn't
doing
count
their
that, but
part
that's-
to better
I
the
saw a
world
video
games.
recently. I can't remember what
This
the
year's
game's
recipient
called, but they
makes
had
games that protect
co-op.
nature and fight
It's
climate
that.
change.
It's like a
Here's the
sword and
story of
sorcery
Laura
game,
Carter,
but they
CEO
had
and
co-op
founder
where you
of
dive into a
Street
dungeon.
Games.
Is that the one where you're over top of the dungeon, or you're actually in the dungeon?
Oh no, it was VR, first person.
Oh, okay.
A first-person dungeon crawler could actually work.
Yeah.
Of guilt.
Because that's already a genre. It's just now you're actually instead of just.
It was basically just them going around killing goblins, avoiding traps and stuff. Then you fight a boss at the end.
Yeah.
Making a difference in
That
the
can
world.
work.
Oh,
Really?
What is this?
Really, you're being a hippie over fish.
Climate collapse. And for me, that's incredibly scary
Fishing is inhumane now.
for our future.
Stepping on grass is
I
inhumane.
mean,
It depends on
I
the
am-
fishing.
I'm sorry, but I did, like, I went fishing once when I was a kid, and I did find the whole concept so horrifying that I'm like, yeah, no, I never want to fish that way, because I find the whole thing with pulling the hook out of the creature's mouth to be like something you see in a horror film if it were done on a
Oh,
human.
I thought
That's
you, I thought you would've been more
understandable.
I thought you would have been more disturbed by the fact that when you pull the hook out of the fish, you then gotta crack the fish skull by smashing it against a rock or something.
Dave the Diver.
Well, usually, from what I saw, they then throw the fish back. And, yeah.
Oh, I mean, okay, catch and release. Yeah, I normally when I fish, it's just like you can either catch and release, which has its own issues I see because of what you described. But most of the fishing I've been a part of, you're gonna cook the fish.
Yeah, the fish we caught, you couldn't eat out of the river that came from. So.
Ugh. Dave the Diver in the jungle.
I've never actually looked into Dave the Diver, like Let's Plays or anything. Has anyone here actually played Dave the Diver?
My brother said it was pretty fun.
Okay, so I'm just kind of curious what the gameplay loop is of that.
Welcome back to the Game Awards.
Well, you dive
It's
down,
quite
you get
very
fish, and then you cook it for
We're
customers.
counting down to the big
That's
show
Yes,
with
but
that's
there's
the
a lot of
basic.
mini games about
In
it
fact,
Yeah.
and stuff.
The Game Awards brings so many different gaming communities together to celebrate. If you want to see everything State Farm is doing in gaming, head to their website.
One thing that still
right
catches
now
me
at
off guard is that they're
statefarm.com/gaming,
pushing TikTok,
because
even though
like of the name,
TikTok is
it's there.
going to be banned in the
And
U.S.
now
in a
we
few
have
months.
our next world premiere from the
Yeah.
legendary creator of Deus Ex, Warren Spector. This is Thick as Thieves.
I never asked for this. Yay, stealth games.
For this, I never asked.
Immersive. Gotta hold your
Oh
farts.
my god, it was, I never asked.
Another night on the town.
Okay, this is trailer, this is graphics. I want to see gameplay.
Nice of you to turn up.
Oh, the McEwen estate. This one's always fun.
You're not the only one who thinks so.
Do we really need a co-op competitive stealth game?
I think it's competitive.
Best to stay nice and quiet.
Well, if you have competitive stuff, I'm thinking you can also do stuff with that. But yeah.
But keep your wits about you. You never know what's around the corner.
Hero stealth shooter.
Oh gosh.
Is it so hard? Is it too much to ask for just to have a game that's a spiritual successor of Thief?
Nope.
Because
Because they can't even do that.
Dishonored was, I think, somewhat close.
Yeah, but that was more assassin. It was actual thief, though. Where you're not meant to kill anybody. You're meant to just steal stuff and get out.
Cannot wait to get that on my wish list.
If you got in combat in Thief, you did something wrong.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
The first is best.
Okay, I take that back. There's certain levels in Thief where you're forced to have combat, which is stupid and awful.
Dota 2.
But that still was not the purpose of Thief.
Mobile Legends, bang bang.
As long as it's not League of Legends, I'll be
The
happy.
Game Award goes to
It's gonna be League of Legends.
League of Legends.
Yeah. Why am I not surprised?
It was gonna be League of Legends or Counter-Strike.
Best esports athlete, the nominees are 3-3.
Faker.
Alexi B. Chuvy. Faker.
Because that's the only name anybody knows.
And Kong Kong. The Game Award goes to Faker. And finally, for best esports team, the nominees are
Who won
Billy Gaming,
the Worlds
Gen G,
this year?
Fuck if I know.
Where's Team Moist?
Team Liquid. The Game Award goes to T1. Congratulations
Where's
to
Moist
all the winners
Esports?
of our esports categories.
Yeah, I call
All right,
bullshit.
the Game Awards opening act presented by State Farm is moving forward.
Presented
as
by
we
State
reveal
Farm.
2 more world premieres. This first one is an alternate take on a legendary series from Bandai Namco.
Bamco.
Dynasty Warriors?
Tails
Because that's
up.
the only game series from Bandai Namco I really care about is the Warriors games.
I mean, technically all the Dragon Ball Z games come from Bandai Namco, but
It's
we already
Pac-Man.
had Zero Spark, so there won't be a DDC game for a while.
It's feckin' Pac-Man.
Oh, this is Metroidvania. Okay.
Oh my god, it is Pac-Man!
I told you it
What
was
the fuck?
Pac-Man.
Dark and edgy Pac-Man!
Who was asking for a Metroidvania Pac-Man?
A dark and edgy
This is,
Metroidvania Pac-Man.
This is based off of the secret level episode.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta watch.
Or rather, the
Okay,
episode is based on this.
Okay, when did Pac-Man get possessed by a great evil dark demon?
December
Has it
10th.
always been that?
Pac-Man's deepest desire.
Well, Pac-Man's been a demon of gluttony.
Pac-Man must consume to live. Consume the souls of his enemies.
Well, literally, he consumes both that which is
It's the Tower of
corporeal
Babel.
and incorporeal.
This looks cute.
Go, my Pokemon. Robotman.
And it's got a tie-in show.
That was
The-
Steel Paws, a brand new world from a gaming legend, Yu Suzuki, known for Virtua Fighter and Shenmue. Our next award is one of my
Yeah, but who
favorites,
nowadays,
Games for Impact.
even outside of
It
our
showcases
generation,
thought-provoking
knows the
games
game
with a
Shenmue or
positive social
Virtua
message.
Fighter?
Here
Yeah,
are
good
the
point.
nominees.
I only barely
Closer
know
to
Shenmue.
Distance, Indica, Neva,
Games for
Life
Impact?
is Strange,
What?
Double Exposure, Senua's Saga.
If that
Hellblade
last
2,
one wins, I'm gonna laugh because the guy literally had to go on Twitter and beg people to buy his game after he put it on sale.
The Game Award goes to Neva.
That's because a lot of, I guess Impact has had like the biggest like thing or something. I don't know.
Well, it is
But
such an
everyone
honor
who
to
played
receive this
Neva
award.
cried because
Well,
the
first I would
story
like
is
to thank
quite
the jury
sad.
and basically
I have
everyone
never
who
heard of it.
was. This award belongs to the entire team at
Let's
Nomad
see.
Studio, Berlin.
Never
Our friends and
video
family and
game.
basically everyone who helped us
You're
to bring
escorting
Neva
a
to
Ah,
spiritual creature
yes.
that's constantly
I would
being
like to thank
attacked.
as well Devolver Digital. They were the first one. They
Magnificent
believed in us since the beginning.
Bond
They gave
of
us the
a
opportunity
wolf.
to make
Yes,
two
I see.
wonderful games. I'm looking forward to.
I have heard of
many
it,
more
but
in
I
the
have
future.
not
And
played
finally, I
it.
would like to thank the players.
Or seen anyone play it.
It's amazing to see how our story resonates with them. and we love to see how they enjoy our game. So
Where's Final Fantasy 14 Endwalker?
The thing with Impact though, as an award though, is just that is so biased and debatable that it makes no sense to have that.
Thanks, Sydney. Hey, Game Awards.
All right, I'm gonna run an
excited to
ad.
share one of my most anticipated cozy games with you.
You was in it for the money.
Tales of the Shire.
There's so much.
Oh wow,
in the Shire.
No.
I love how it feels like I'm inside the book.
Del Toro is gonna
I love spending endless hours in my IRL garden, and this game talks about.
Who's the director that's really into feet? Because he's gonna enjoy the game.
Quentin Tarantino.
Quentin Tarantino. Thank you. That's what I was thinking about that. Because this thing is just gonna be full of Hobbit
you can
feet.
Really customize every nook and cranny. Now I'll hop inside the kitchen.
And Miyazaki's into a different kind of feet thing.
Ooh, the guests have arrived. Time to eat. Thank you for taking this journey through the Shire, and I hope it was as much of a treat for you as it was for me. Join me in playing Tales of the Shire.
Do we
March
need
25th.
an Animal Crossing Shire game?
Apparently.
No, but can we make money off of it?
Yes.
No.
Will it inspire that Anka music video?
No.
Then no, we do not need it.
Is this Kalitka?
Quit your whining. You look like a dwarf. Act like one.
You're not here rocking stone.
Why does this look like this was either made with either Roblox or Minecraft?
Venus.
Probably was.
The heck is Stalcraft? Tamagotchi.
Welcome to the Midnight Murder Club. One flashlight, one gun. Use your senses and become the shadows.
Let's go. Stay quiet.
No, shoots himself.
Okay. Do you know where we're going?
They really gotta stop making games like this because these only live for like a few months to a year before the next one of this style comes out.
Hello. No, no. You killed the piano. Oh no.
Came in from behind. Double kills?
Because it is very rare for any of these
Battle
training
Royale.
mechanic games to actually last.
It's not even that. It's just a co-op team shooter thing where you have limited equipment.
Die trying.
Really? Oh, because it looked like a trader game. Okay.
No, it looked
because
like
they had
a
teammates.
looked like a sort of
Welcome back
Valorant,
to the Game
not
Awards
Valorant.
opening
What's the
night.
one?
We are so close
Free to
the
play,
big show,
teams of 3
which-
battle royale.
Myers, thank you so much. I love you too. Which, by the way, is
I can't remember the name.
stacked this year. Let's
Yeah.
hear it for the 10th anniversary of the Game Awards.
Ooh.
There's so many games.
10 years of Chipotle shits. Let's go.
But until then, enough. I'm kidding. I still have some incredible awards and world premieres to share with you. So let's get back into it with our next award, Innovation in Accessibility. These nominees have all made strides to make their games as playable as possible by as many gamers as possible. And they are Call of Duty Black Ops 6,
Okay. I forgot how weird options these were.
Dragon Age The Veilguard, Prince of Persia The Lost Crown, and Star Wars Outlaws. The Game Award goes to Prince of Persia The
And
Lost
funny
Crown.
enough, the only game of that list that was positive, that had a positive review score, was Black Ops 6.
Truly honored to receive this award. As from the beginning of the project, we aim to create a fun and challenging game.
Yeah,
but a game
I'm
with
very
accessible
torn
as
on
possible. and it proves
I'm
that
very torn on
doesn't
Dragon
dilute, but
Dragon
rather
Age Veilguard.
reinforce
Veilguard is not a
game.
Dragon Age
More
game.
player enjoys
That's the bare bones of it
thrill
for
of
me.
exploration, thanks to our
Okay,
screenshot macro
I'm not so
More
so
player
stingy on that
experience
one.
intensity and expressivity
Well, I
of
mean,
combat
it doesn't
and
feel. The
description.
story doesn't feel
It
like a
was
Dragon Age
passion
game.
project
Character creation doesn't
made by
seem like a Dragon Age
innovative
game.
team,
Companions don't feel like a
kudos
Dragon
to
Age
the
game.
team. And
Character
you're watching
creations,
from Montpellier,
from what I've
Félicitations
seen,
l'équipe,
looks quite nice.
and,
And
warm thank you-
I meant like your
I don't
character
know.
story and
everyone
your
who
actual
supported us,
character is what I mean by.
Ubisoft Global Accessibility team,
the role playing
Jan,
I feel here
families,
is
friends,
the whole
of
that you
course,
cannot really be
players.
a negative
Thank you.
or jerk. That's a big
Congratulations.
negative for me.
Yeah, it's way too. I mean,
It's the next game from Pugstorm.
well,
the
a Dragon
Swedish
Age
team
2 and
behind the
Inquisition, you were playing a set character, not your character. At least the character felt like
Gosh,
you can
dang
still
it.
play that character as who
Yeah,
you feel
in
that
Dragon
character
Age,
is.
in Dragon Age Inquisition, I managed to make my Kunari man quite of kind of a rationalist hard ass, but still kind of like utilitarian good, kind of like the iconoclast in Rogue Trader.
Yeah.
And I loved that at the end of the thing, I still had, with all the Chosen One, Sacred of Andraste stuff, I still had the option at the end of the game to just say to the bad guy, no, I'm not a fucking chosen or religious guy. I don't believe in fucking gods, and I definitely don't believe in you. Fuck you.
Yeah, I mean, but it's still that still means yeah, you're not picking your character, but you're picking how this character is and who they are. That roleplay element is still there, which is fine. But in Veilguard, from everything I've seen, either from Let's Plays, gameplay
Love it.
reviews, and a
that
lot of
is the
stuff like
perfect
that,
way to get into our next award.
Ow.
you're railroaded into how your
Here
character
are your
is. There's
nominees.
no roleplay.
Astrobot,
Yes, and that's bad.
Astrobot should definitely win this
Princess
one.
Peach Showtime.
Yeah.
Plucky
Mario
Squire was
Party.
pretty cool.
Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, the family game. It's just.
I don't know how good
Echoes of
Astro,
Wisdom.
because for a family game, I feel you should be able to do
And
it
the
co-op
Plucky
or
Squire.
multiplayer, and I don't know if
Yeah,
Astrobot is
to me,
good
though,
for co-op or
I will
multiplayer.
never,
game.
I would never
The
consider
Game
Mario
Award
Party
goes
a
to
family game, because that's how you break up a
Astrobot.
family by playing
Yeah.
Mario Party together.
So who won?
Mario
Astrobot.
Party Monopoly Edition.
Okay.
That
Thank you so
exists,
much.
Joe.
It's a massive honor for us to be getting the family.
How
Game
was there
Award
not
because
thousands of
it's something
deaths?
We've been working hard on for many, many
You
years.
don't
Because
People
remember?
are smart enough not to play Mario Party
over in
Monopoly.
Japan, all 65 of you, thank you
Heck,
so
my
much.
fiance and I
It's so
got
hard
smart
for
enough
when
to
it
stop
says
playing
that
Uno
we're really trying to
with
please
just the
and
two
put
of
smiles on
us.
people's faces. So this is
Oh
really for
yeah,
you.
1v1
Thank you so
Uno
much.
is real
You know,
toxic.
making a family game is important because we're forming the first gaming memories of people. We all have first gaming memories, right? And so it's both a privilege, a big responsibility as well, but it's one we take very much at heart. So this award, it's for the kids and the parents out there. We love you very much. Thank you very much.
Ooh.
Okay, the theater is filling up. Like, I can see heads all the way back there. The energy is huge with our main show only minutes
I better not be
away.
getting a migraine again.
But I still have 2 more world premieres for you.
Yay,
First
2 more
up,
world
a
premieres.
new and very unexpected game from a studio that was nominated for 3 awards at the Game Awards 2022.
Didn't win any, so they suck.
They won one. Sifu won one award at least.
Shush! You're ruining my joke.
Soccer, but Sifu.
Sifu Soccer. Let's fucking go.
No.
It's
This
Shaolin
is-
Soccer. It's gonna be Shaolin Soccer.
This is Rocket League, but as soccer players. So, aka, this is what Rocket League is.
I'm not gonna
damn it,
lie,
they should've
though,
just done
those-
Shaolin Soccer.
Yeah.
Can you imagine how great that would fucking be?
Oh, but no out of bounds. You
Code
can
that.
very easily, actually.
Shush! Just do Shaolin Soccer.
Yeah.
The amount of shenanigans in Shaolin Soccer would be so hard to get right in the gameplay.
And that's why they just hire Koreans to do it anyway.
I'm gonna be honest though, this one looks pretty fun.
I mean, Rocket League is just soccer, but again, this is just like, this is going halfway between a soccer
Would
game
you
and
believe me
Rocket
if I
League. This is the
said
mid
Yeah.
I only have
I live in Europe. I have enough
incredible
RL
world premiere for you.
soccer as it is.
Get ready to have all your senses
Oh,
overloaded.
football. Sorry, we
in the best
apologize.
way possible, of
No,
course.
soccer is fine, but I have enough of it in real life.
Yeah, I know.
Scholasta 2? What did she say?
Oh, that.
She's spreading the Zerg creep.
Might and Magic?
No, Celesta too.
Not thousands.
And this is definitely not Might and Magic, because Might and Magic, the olden era, is kind of going much back to the sort of cartoony fantasy style of Might and Magic 3.
Yeah, okay.
So why did we let her raise an army and not just shoot her in the face?
Because we had to yell at her.
Oh.
Because she's hot.
But it's captured an engine.
There's another arrow we want to land between her tits, if you know what I mean.
I mean, this isn't real gameplay, but it looks good.
It said captured in engine.
Yeah.
Well, now that I'm actually, I meant, but you're just showing off the engine stuff. It
Yeah.
doesn't mean you're showing the
Coupled.
Oh, it looks like a turn. It looks like a turn-based RPG.
Yeah, it's a CRPG.
Shatter. It's
That
using D&D
actually
spells.
looks good, actually.
Yeah, Solasta 2. I've never
Free
heard
demo
of
coming
Solasta
soon.
1.
There you go.
Yeah, try that out.
Stream it, Joe.
Run it. I'm gonna see.
That's not a good metaphor, damn it.
Two from the Paris-based tactical adventures.
Take a look.
All right, my friends.
Let's see Celeste on Steam.
That actually went pretty unusual.
I'm gonna go check the status of my sink. See if it has drained yet.
Big awards,
Mic off.
big new game announcements, and amazing performances by the TGA Orchestra.
No one cares about the fucking orchestra.
Snoop Dogg.
I mean,
I care about that one guy who shows up in the orchestra every year that just that gives 210%.
Is he on the oboe?
Mic off. Mic feedback off.
Yeah, exactly. You don't know
Yeah,
what
oboe
instrument
guy or
he's
whatever.
playing. Yeah, you don't know what instrument he's going to be playing, but he gives way more effort and energy into his playing than everybody else.
Your host, the creator of the Game Awards, Jeff Keighley.
Dorito Pope has descended.
Okay. It's weird that he has that as his entrance music.
Mic off.
Alright.
Mic
Well,
feedback off.
I might be in trouble.
Charging battery.
What's the matter with your sink?
It's clogged.
You have joined us on a very
Oh,
special
no.
night, our 10th anniversary. Welcome.
Like, good clogged.
Acid.
I'll,
Or actually, no, not acid, the reverse of that, a hyper base.
No idea it would become as big
I'll
as it is
figure it out.
in the world, but I felt like so many of you.
Oh, okay, so the full title of the first game is Solasta Crown of the Magister. Okay.
You watch this show because games are part of your identity. They mean
Ad
something
break.
to you, and tonight
I don't want
is
to
a
watch this.
tribute to just how far games have come.
And I don't want people to have to watch pre-roll ads.
Where they are going in the future. And let me just tell you, you have tuned in and joined us on a very special night. Our industry is
What's
constantly
that?
evolving. This year, 4 of our Game of the Year nominees were developed.
Oh, I
in
already have
Japan,
this game wishlist. I think I'll
one
pick it up
in
at the
China,
Christmas sale and take a look
China's
at it.
first ever
Good.
nomination for Game of the Year. And one, Blatro, was made by a single guy, Local Thunk, who's here in the audience tonight.
Ooh,
My home
that's
country of
neat.
Canada. Isn't that
Yep.
amazing? Now, tonight for our anniversary show, we are joined by many special guests. First, it is a tremendous privilege to have this man with us. Back in the 1990s, he convinced Sony to enter the video game industry with the PlayStation, which this month celebrates its 30th anniversary. Please join me in welcoming the father of the PlayStation, the great Ken Kutaragi. Also tonight, we welcome a double nominee who's competing against herself in Best Adaptation. She stars in both Fallout and Arcane, the amazingly talented Ella Purnell. Welcome, Ella. And finally, we announced his studio at the first.
Honestly, it
PGA
took me more episodes
2021.
than I would have liked, but the Fallout show they did actually wasn't that bad.
All to himself.
The Fallout show is
Reveal his
fucking
next
great.
game a little bit later. Joseph Ferris, welcome back, buddy.
Yes,
I
but
wasn't enjoying it that much until the ghouls showed up, and that really saved the show for him as a
That's
character.
episode 2, Bubba.
Statler and Waldorf.
Well, I wasn't a big fan of episode 1, but I always give shows of stuff like 2 to 3 episodes because the first episode may not always be the hook episode.
Yeah, well, I know. So I wasn't enjoying it till the ghoul shows up. So by the end of episode 1 and most of episode 2, so I'm like, yeah, that's barely. Yeah, that's basically.
How are the Muppets still a thing?
I mean,
because kids are still a thing.
I love the Muppets, but they're not like good anymore.
It's mostly nostalgia, and the Muppets make really good memes. Fighting.
All right, let's keep the show rolling.
It's already rolling.
Off a cliff.
Oh!
Yeah, we're here all night, Statler and Waldorf. I don't know what we signed
Man,
up for.
they
All
took
right,
our
well,
jobs,
in any case,
guys.
Let's get this anniversary started.
Lost our jobs to
Present tonight's
fucking
first award.
puppets.
I couldn't think of a better duo. He's one of our industry's
Yeah, but there's people
greatest
controlling the
creative
puppets
forces,
that have the
alongside one of
job.
our most talented performers.
We're still losing our jobs to someone who shoved their hand up a puppet's ass.
Great circle. Please join
Well,
me
you gotta remember,
in
Joe, there's
welcoming
multiple
Bethesda's
people on the
Todd
puppets,
Howard
so
and actor Troy Baker.
it actually gives both people.
Troy Baker,
my
one
gosh,
of the
guys.
5 voice actors in gaming.
It just works.
And Mr. Lies. It just works.
It just works.
It used to work.
Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Now, as you know, the Game Awards for the last decade has celebrated the best performances in games by honoring some of my
Elder
peers,
Scrolls
friends,
6.
Nolan North, Roger Clark. Yes.
Can you just
Laura
release
Bailey.
a game that works and functions on launch and doesn't need your player
Troy,
community
have you
to
ever
fix
won this
all the issues?
No.
Look, they do give an award for best indie game, and I think everybody here can agree.
I shouldn't have
you
to
make a great
install the
case for
unofficial
best indie
fan
performance.
patches to play your game in a stable
Well,
format.
Thank you. I don't know about that. Thank you.
Yeah, but that's the
There
games
was
industry.
another guy though.
You mean the other guy?
He's pretty good. Pretty
Really
good.
Absolutely.
Again, because they
wonder
outsource
what
all their
he
stuff nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
And all the talent's gone from the big studios.
You get Harrison Ford? Yeah, they got Harrison Ford.
Dude looks like he can barely stand
money did-
anymore.
How much money did Jeff give him to come out for this?
Yes.
Not money, weed.
He just had to release another version of Skyrim, and then he got all the money he needed.
Thank you.
Fuck
Thank
you
you very
all.
much. Thank you.
I'm fucking
While you're
Harrison
on your
Ford.
feet, let's give a big round of applause.
I do a
to
terrible
these two
Harrison Ford
guys for
impression.
the great
Give
service.
applause to these two people. I don't know who they are.
I'm Indiana Jones.
More drugs.
I'm Hansel.
I think this guy did a great job.
This guy, I don't know his name.
This
If
guy.
I'd known he was so good.
Yes, enough corn pop. Oh, wait, wrong.
Gosh.
He forgot his line.
And now, we're here to present the award for best
Up the text size. My eyes
Here's
don't
the
work
nominees.
anymore. I can't read the prompter.
Best performance.
Wow, just look at it all. It's still going strong.
I should cross over and start asking questions. I think she's going to need our help. This job, it's a death
If they brought Harrison Ford out, it's probably going to be defaulted to Star Wars Outlaws.
I don't need you anymore.
The shadow will always hang over me. What will I become?
Well, Star Wars
And the
Outlaws is
winner
not
is-
on there, so.
No, it was the lady for Star Wars. The one who was voice acting the main character of Star Wars Outlaws, was nominated.
She got big Sabubua.
So who won there?
I don't know.
Oh, it sounds like Senua.
Senua, I think.
I think it was Eris.
No,
I
it sounds
think
like
it's
Senua from the music.
Oh my god, this is an incredible honor.
Oh, we're Hellblade, okay.
I'm gonna cry.
Senua is just the darling of these fucking shows.
I don't know what
That's what you get when you put your heart and soul into a video game. People like it.
You are all incredible.
Also, the fact that Hellblade is like the only main, well, not really mainstream, but the only publicly known AA game nowadays, as no one wants to really use that term or title.
Our collaborators and especially our fans who have been so supportive of us. Thank you so much. And also,
even if we need a resurgence of AA games.
10 incredible years. Thank you.
Congratulations, Melina. Our first two-time winner for Best Performance. She won back in 2017 for the first Hellblade. All right, we have lots more awards to come, but are you guys ready to get a glimpse of what's next?
No. Oh,
Yes,
wait, yeah, I guess.
It is world premiere time. For our 10th anniversary, I traveled the world to ask developers.
I'm so happy with last year's world premiere of Space Marine 2 and how disappointed Joe was in that.
We'll have lots of that too. But what lies beyond for the next decade of gaming?
Helldivers 3.
Charge complete.
Joe really was hoping Space Marine 2 would actually just be focused on the Imperial Guard and die every 5 minutes.
I do want a game like that, where you're just a fucking guardsman, and then you just die in like the first mission, and then it shoots you to another guardsman, and you just keep fucking going.
Isn't that Helldivers?
Basically. But Helldivers last longer.
Yeah, Helldivers are two higher up to be a regular Imperial Guardsman. Joe wants to be like the basic rifle.
You have the flashlight, there's a Carnifex. Have fun.
What is this, Witcher 4?
Wisdom and kindness.
Actually, maybe. Well, this might be a Witcher spin-off game.
What does that for us? Even art of gold. You've the spirit to overcome adversities aplenty. Darling. Sweeten. Today's the day. Ye fill out your destiny.
And you get sacrificed to the gods.
Must be it is CG Projekt
Sacrifice. It is CD Projekt Red, so Witcher is
Witcher
quite
4.
likely.
I mean, they do legally own the exclusive
Yep, there's the swords.
video game rights to Witcher.
Yeah, and they already have
really
been,
doing it
and they
differently.
already have been working on the new Witcher game for a while. They
So
already
let's
said.
enjoy the trailer then.
Okay.
Considering the silhouette of what we just saw, that's Siri.
Bringer of salvation.
A Witcher? Witcher! Whose coin did you take?
Yep, Siri, because of the blonde ponytail, white
You
ponytail.
can't. 'Tis tradition. Chosen she is. By the gods.
No! You chose her.
I mean, this is gonna be fun. It's gonna be with her as the main character. She plays a lot different than Girl, so it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, but what about collecting all those sex cards?
I
You
mean,
can still
you're gonna
do
be-
that.
I haven't played The Witcher 3. I don't know how horny Siri is if she would do that.
Oh no, she sleeps with both men and women. So now you're gonna get masculine hot sex cards.
I would not be opposed to that.
Back to the village. Go, now.
Nay! I must save them.
Save the village.
Nee.
Yourself.
Witcher of the Colossus.
To your father.
Oh, I'm curious, is that her own necklace, or did she get one? Or is that Geralt's necklace?
Guess you'll just have to buy the game and find out, Joe. Or Bobo.
I mean, I'm fine with that. I'm going to at some point. Strogi?
Witcher sight. No fair, you activated your hacks.
Oh, the hag.
You can't change anything.
I mean, Ciri's technically like the most broken character in the Witcher universe, to my knowledge.
So, I know it's a spoilery question. I don't know if it's okay to ask. Does Geralt die at the end of Witcher 3?
Depends on the ending. We don't know the canon choice yet.
Okay,
considering
I can see like the anti-woke crowd going to rail against a female main character replacing a male main character.
Well, they can go pound
and that shit
sand.
again.
It was heavily hinted at even in the end of Witcher 3, though. That Ciri
Yeah,
was
but that lot doesn't care.
Oh no, no.
Wow, humanity.
No surprise there.
So all we wanted, for her to go to the woods, to go to the gods.
Gods? There are no gods here. There are only monsters.
I mean, it's kind of neat, though, from what we just saw, though, because she both used Witcher stuff, she used mage stuff, and it's Ciri's own powers that we didn't really get to see her realm walking or teleportation skills, but she's got those as well.
There you have it, the very first trailer for the Witcher.
Sort of why she's one of the most broken characters in the city, because she's got a lot of high-powered stuff.
Protagonist in that title, we're very excited to hear more about it. You ready to have more fun? Because tonight, trust me, the surprises just keep coming all night long. Right now, I am proud to present a brand new standalone game. Please watch.
Yeah, but the end of Witcher 3, depending on your ending, Geralt may or may not die, Ciri may or may not die. And as to the ultimate ending, one of the DLCs, he retires in the Witcher's universe version of Italy on a vineyard. And how that goes about and what happens with that is depending on your choices. But it seems that the retirement in that Italy vineyard place is the canon epilogue. Just who he ends up with.
It does sound like the one with the most potential and stuff.
It's just a matter of who he ends up with at the end of that, though, is still up to debate, even if he ends up with someone.
It's Fortnite. Run away from the FromSoft.
See, another DLC?
It does look like Elden Ring, doesn't it?
Ring DLC.
Well, I mean, that those are clear marks of grace.
Of redemption. You were chosen.
But they said it was a standalone game.
Beyond our control.
could be a what you used to have, a standalone expansion sort of thing. You used to have that with games.
Like, yeah, this could be it, that they're just reusing the setting and the map, and they're just going like, hey, we're using all of this, but we're going to try a bunch of new and different mechanics. Which is what it looks to be.
Which is, we're gonna throw bodies all over
At
the
least
place.
this time we're not maidenless, because it looks like we start with a maiden.
And for that, I need
Dally ho!
Because I will say, having all of this animal companion and your new thing is a bird that flies you around instead of the horse looks really interesting. Oh, not that boss, please. That boss sucked in Dark Souls 3.
Just...
Oh god, the PTSD just went back in.
No spoilers for
I
me.
hated that. Oh god, I hated that fight in Dark Souls 3. Was that a Basilisk Knight?
It's Revenge of Sif.
Yeah, this looks to be just like Elden Ring, but a lot of it's reworked and altered with new encounters and enemies.
of the Night Lord.
Elden Ring Night Rain.
Legend of Zelda, Tears of the
It looks good. Oh, I forgot Bandai Namco was the publisher. Full Foam Software.
Now you know why I was so excited. There you have it. Elden Ring Night Rain is a new co-op action-adventure game from Bandai Namco Entertainment and From Software, the only studio that's won Game of the Year twice before here at the Game Awards, and it is coming next year, 2025. Now, trust me when I say we are just getting started. Some of the biggest surprises, believe it or not, are still to come, as well as performances by Snoop Dogg and 21 Pilots, and awards presented by previous winners like Hideo Kojima
Now see,
and
Bobo,
Sam Lake.
that's the reason
Right
why
now, here's
standalone
news
game?
on a new platform for
Bandai
one of this
Namco.
year's Game of the Year nominees.
Which is just reuse your assets as much as you can.
Yep.
Ooh.
Trust me, I played enough of all of the Warriors game series to know it's like, okay, so this is like the assets from the last 4 games reused non-stop until they have to change the assets.
The time has come.
Because they can no longer reuse it. God, the story has gotten so fucking confusing in this.
Well, in the first section, it's just like, screw what's supposed to happen.
Well, the first game, yeah, but the second game has gotten really confusing.
Yeah.
That's what scares me.
Okay, I have not actually looked into the actual proper gameplay of this. Is this third person or first person?
First person.
First person, and it is semi-open world, and well, Badger's currently playing it, and I hear many good things about it.
Okay, because I wasn't curious, because I've seen a lot of this game, I've seen bits that look third person. This is now the most actual gameplay I've seen of this game, and I've looked into it.
Find a way out before we're crushed.
A gun and a whip. You'd be surprised how often it comes in handy.
Kitty.
Kitty got real high.
Probably just an advertisement for like videos, graphics.
It's either video graphics or it's just like, hey, here's our take on Nintendogs with cosmic kitties.
I think there was a Nintendo Cats.
There was also Nintendo Fish. They did a lot of spin-off games for Nintendogs.
AI.
I hate to say that a lot of those little brief clips of the cats we saw that looked very AI.
Yeah.
Dark Souls 4. Not Dark Souls, Diablo.
Either that or Path of Exile.
Honestly, I'd rather play Path of Exile from what I've seen. That Path of Exile 2 looks a lot better and plays a lot better than Diablo. It's Path. Okay.
There was a comic on, I won't say it was Nerf now. Did a comic of like, oh boy, Path of Exile looks like fun, and they're like riding on a bike, and like the Diablo 4 training wheels comes off. They hit a rock and like get impaled onto a tree that says first boss.
I made it to the main show. You couldn't get rid of me that easily. For a limited time only, Prime members in the US can go to Amazon.com/thegameawards to get up to 50% off select nominees: Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Silent Hill 2, and Star Wars Outlaws.
From HBO's House of the Dragon, please welcome Abu Bakr Salim.
I now have a kill team ready.
A what?
Thank you. Don't worry, I'm not
kill
going to
team.
cry about my dead dad this time. But
You mean for Warhammer?
Yeah.
The Warhammer thing? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you want a cookie?
In a struggle that feels
Yes.
like the most
too bad.
important fight of your life.
Bastard.
And no, I'm not talking about Twitter, but I am talking about the best.
Still got
action
4
game.
more to do, but
Here are your
I now have a
nominees.
playable kill team.
Hooray. Best action game, League of Legends.
Kill Team is the quote-unquote affordable version of 40K.
Alright. And another
speaking
world,
of
maybe
Hobo.
Helldivers 2.
What do you know of Necromunda?
Depends. What do you mean by Necromunda?
The board game. Like table, like the
And the Game Award goes to
which edition?
tabletop,
Black Myth.
whatever the current one is.
It's fine. You have to buy new minis though, because you can't reuse your Chaos Marines.
I know. Well, it's just that the store has a box, and I know one of the guys who works there was expressing interest in getting a game going.
Thing is, yeah, if you want to play Necromunda, it's a legacy game. So you remember when we remember in the past when we played Mordheim?
Yeah.
It plays like
Basically
that.
40k more time, yeah.
Yeah.
Just considering I might pick it up at some point.
Yeah. It depends on the faction you want to play and stuff like that, but it plays like that. It plays like Mordheim, just in 40k. There's a few other rules and differences mixed in, but it is in general, it's fine, but it's something that you have to dedicate the time to make, and you have to be willing to make the time to make all of the games, because, like I said, it's a legacy game. You have to play like multiple things to see who the grand winner is.
We're
1
deeply
second.
honored to receive these awards. A heartfelt thanks to every player.
Be right
It's
back.
you who brought the tale of wisdom and courage rooted in Eastern mythology to life on this stage. And,
I'm really interested in
of
trying
course,
Black Myth Wukong,
sincere
but my
gratitude
computer
to the
can't
Game
run it.
Awards for not placing any invisible walls on my way up here.
I hate it when there's invisible walls.
What are you doing when you're interacting with an invisible wall?
You just run into them sometimes when you're out on a call. You know, someone's like, oh, I can't breathe. And you try and go in through the side door, but it's locked. Invisible
This
wall.
award belongs to every single member of our team, as well as our family and friends who have
I thought you were about to like
supported us
desync with
behind the
reality
scenes.
and fall into the back rooms or something like that.
No, just invisible walls.
Sitting at home, testing
Okay.
the boss rush mode and buffing along instead of standing here representing our team.
最后我想说的是，《黑神话：悟空》这个游戏真的不难，尤其适合没有玩过动作游戏的玩家。相信我，谢谢。
Lastly, I want to say this: our game isn't
Bullshit.
hard at all. It's perfect for players new to action games. Trust me on this. Thank you.
Hey, here's a boss that has 7 different movesets and 4 different phases on the same health bar.
By the way, it's the tutorial level. You think that's hard? That's just a tutorial level. First level's right over there. What?
The Game Awards, our aspiration is to create moments that define our medium and remind us all why we became fans in the first place. 5 years ago, I had the pleasure of having lunch with one of our industry's most treasured game makers. And just recently,
Kojima, who you just love sucking the dick of.
For his next project.
Bobo, let's be honest. If you met Kojima in real life, you'd probably do the same.
I am beyond.
No, if I met Kojima in real life, what drugs are you on, and how lethal would they be to me if I took some?
Of this studio's highly anticipated upcoming title.
And to get his drug, you have to
Let's
suck
take
it
a
out
look
of
at
his
this
dick.
announcement trailer that I'm sure
that would be a big no for me. But I just want to know. I just want if I could meet Kojima, I would want to just pick his brain because I want to know how the fuck it works to make the
Epic
games he makes.
Games! Fortnite!
And now it's my turn to BRB.
Yeah, I'll be back. I'll send me to the store, but.
Oh, interesting.
God damn it! I need to watch this now.
Yeah, sorry, Joe. Okay.
Oh, okay, that's game.
Yeah, let's see how this goes.
So I'm not going back. AFK, I mean, yeah.
Shadow of the Colossus Battle Royale. Oh, they've got the
sci-fi for once instead of fantasy.
They've got the markings. Giant
You
mech.
got the climbing of Shadow of the Colossus.
Honestly, yeah, the idea of taking out giant robots kind of works.
You want to step inside of it, baby?
Nah,
I would
he's giving
step
up.
inside of it and climb in a bit faster, dude.
Nah, that's actually the Nexus.
Just could disconnect and fly up.
He's taking the lagging and running.
That looks like the Sword Colossus.
I know that's giving heads, but you shouldn't be taking heads.
Yep, he took Logon. Oh, and he's dead. That's what you get for not lifting off sooner. Pilot of the Colossus.
Alright, I'll be back in a few.
That was your early first look at the untitled next project from Fumito Ueda-san, a creator who pushes our medium forward with each of
I
his
bet
incredible
Jacksepticeye's freaking out.
You can just feel the emotional depth of that game.
Oh,
and that beautiful
Jacksepticeye
piece.
loves those
Ueda-san
style of
and Game
games.
Design, thank you so much for this announcement reveal. Next February marks the release of Sid Meier's Civilization 7.
Oh, that
the
sucks
latest
for
installment
Diablo.
of one of our industry's longest running and most successful franchises. Tonight, we are honored to welcome the Game Awards Orchestra, conducted by Lauren Balfe, to world premiere the stunning theme to Civ 7, composed by Grammy Award-winning
Alright, while it's
composer
doing that, I'm gonna go
Christopher
work on
Tin,
the sync a
who
bit.
joins us tonight.
Mic off.
I think you're gonna love this. Maestro, take it away.
I am back. What sucks for me?
Comes out in 2 months.
Absolutely incredible.
Oh, Civ 7.
Thank
Yes,
you to
I
the
know.
TGA Orchestra,
February.
Lauren. There's much more to come from them throughout the night, including our signature Game of the Year medley. You can look forward to that.
So that
Right
was
now, it's time to get the
Civilization
first
7
look at
music.
gameplay
Yeah,
of
it was
project
that's
from a
the
studio
main
that has
theme intro
previously been
music.
nominated for
Ah,
Game of
okay.
the Year.
Well, I'll be listening to that later, guaranteed.
Yeah, and on the screen behind them was the actual intro video for the Civ game.
Okay, well, I'll be watching that later then.
Studio that brought you Star Wars.
Ooh,
Knights
Outer
of the
Worlds
Republic,
2.
Part 2.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Neverwinter Nights, Part 2.
Wait,
2.
what?
And Fallout 3, Part 2. New Vegas.
2. Yes.
Comes a completely original Part 2. And like all good sequels, we've included everything that should have been in the first game. More action. More weapons.
I hope this game has a better start, because I hate to say this from my experience with Outer Worlds. The intro and starting game stuff
For an adventure.
was not that good to me, in my opinion, and stuff like that.
I didn't have that. I hope there's more reason to replay it. Because I felt like there really wasn't that much reason to replay Outer Worlds, because most of the ending, so most of the things that would make a difference in the ending, kind of you decide in the ending.
But yeah, no, for me, the issue was I wasn't a big fan of the starting stuff because, okay, the tutorial stuff to teach you everything, getting your ship and stuff like that was fine, but your quote-unquote starting area, when you first land, and the first town there and stuff like that and everything going on with that, I wasn't a big fan of.
Perspicacity.
Also, maybe romances on it. Romances would be nice.
Please welcome the director of Hazelight Studios, winner of Game of the Year for It Takes Two.
I will say though,
Joseph
I did enjoy
Perez.
the actual gameplay of it. The RP story was a bit iffy for me at the start. Had trouble hooking me. But the gameplay for me was solid.
And I love the world setting of it.
Without fucking up. And
Dystopian government.
This time, it's
No,
some
not
next level
dystopian
shit,
government.
I'm telling you.
Dystopian,
No, what we're gonna show you is
corporate,
I know I sound cocky, but it's really hard
slavery.
not to be cocky when you have a game like this.
Yes, and it whole sort of like
Let's roll.
end of the 19th century, very early beginning of the 20th century sort of vibe.
Oh yeah, the Victorian Industrial
Yeah,
Revolution.
no, it's
like
not really Victorian anymore at that stage. That's kind of like, yeah, turn of the century. That's actually the term for it.
I had a feeling it was from the people who did It Takes Two and all that stuff.
I'm about to show you Hazelight's next co-op adventure called Split Fiction. And let me tell you this, get ready for a ride. You play as Mio and Zoe, two aspiring riders.
Why does it seem like this game is just like, hey, you're playing these two characters as you bounce around through a lot of the AAA games that came out in 2024 and 2023?
Accidentally, they end up in the same simulation.
What are you doing in my story? Something bad is going on here.
And there, they find out that their stories are about to get stolen.
No one escapes my simulation.
And in order to save them, they have to escape back to reality through the very worlds that they created.
Hands above your heads.
But the thing is, they're strangers, and Mio writes sci-fi, while Zoe writes fantasy. So you will, for every level in the game, jump between a sci-fi world and a fantasy world. We at Hazelight love variation, and you'll have a unique
It looks
mechanic at
solid.
every level. Let me give you some examples. In this level, you start out by finding dragon eggs that hatch.
Hey,
Donkey Kong? Okay.
And then they become a little bit bigger dragons with new abilities. But in the end, they grow up to be full-ass dragons. And now, you can fly around and kick ass. In another level, you play these ball droids that can magnetize and shift to different forms. And then the droids become your exosuits. And you can now attack and hack different objects. Here's another one. You play as pigs, and they later become... Anyway, let's not talk about that level for now. And as always, with the Friends Pass, you only need to buy one copy of the game to play it with your friend online. That's what Hazelight is about. No loot boxes, no microtransactions, and no bullshit. You just get the game.
You have unpaid parking tickets. Time to die.
excuse me?
And the good.
Yeah, that actually looks quite good.
With this game is coming out March 6th. So you will be playing it in 2 months, so that's nothing. One more thing.
I
just wanna
don't
say,
trust this
in
guy.
the trailer, they called me and Zoe, my daughters, it's their name. They're also in the audience. Put the camera,
I mean, yeah,
let
the
them show
guy
how
seems
cute they are.
really shady,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I mean,
hello!
every other game from the studio like this has actually been quite good.
What studio is this? What did they make?
Yeah, of course. My wife
It
is
Takes
beautiful,
Two.
so I don't forget you.
You know that a lot of those
yes,
like
and I want to say one last thing.
character specific
My
playing games where you
teenagers
have to play
watching at home.
co-op, or you can't play the
Okay,
game.
that's why I probably never played them.
Yeah.
Because, you know, before I was actually married, I didn't really have people to play co-op with.
Yeah, but no, you know, like that series of games, It Takes Two, that one where you play as two guys who break out of
I
prison
spent some time with him in Sweden this summer and played a few hours of Split Fiction.
and stuff
It
like
really
that.
is everything you'd want it to be. A
His
great
studio
follow-up
makes all of
to
those
It Takes
games.
Two that Joseph won
So,
for Game of the Year. It's been so amazing to have so many.
they've all
Game
been
of the Year
well
winners
reviewed
back with
and
us
been
again
great
tonight,
games,
revealing
so-
new projects. All right, we have
But yeah,
much
no,
more
that guy
to look forward
specifically
to.
Maybe it is
During the
as
show,
good as
those
it
of you
looks
in the
then.
US can head to TGAAlegion.com
Yeah, but that guy
for a
specifically,
chance
like
to
you
win
said,
one of 20
I don't
Lace
trust
Your
him either
White
because he
Lenovo
looks like the
Legion
kind of guy who'd be a
7i
used
laptops
car
that have the power
salesman
to
with
handle the
mafia
latest
tie.
games.
Yeah, or a drug dealer.
Yeah.
This Lenovo Legion 7i.
Honestly, he looked
find
right in.
the
He looked like
impossible.
perfect match for like GTA Vice City.
Yes, I agree.
These frames are so high, I can see every NPC. Oh, except that one.
Reach your impossible. Lenovo Legion.
Mic on.
Okay, what did I miss?
I know the developers that make It Takes Two and those kinds of two-player co-op games.
Mm-hmm.
They released a new game.
Neat.
Well, they are going to release it.
They are going to release a new game. They announced a new game.
Yeah.
Split
Vegas
Fiction
again.
included now a functional game, unlike the first launch of Vegas, which was broken AF.
And you also missed the Outer Worlds 2.
Nah, I don't really care about that. Oh good, loot boxes.
Yeah! A multiplayer game where microtransaction box earnings can affect the gameplay. No, that's not pay to win at all. Oh yeah, groovy. Game where you can do big head mode. That's really where headshots matter for extra damage.
And of course it takes the form of cards, and it's all weird and colorful. Yeah, this is whale hunting.
Pretty much.
Kid whale hunting.
Free to play, quote unquote.
Free to exploit.
Free. It's free to play the game, but if you want to actually do good at the game, it's not free.
Is this Back for Blood?
Killing Floor 3? Oh, I don't know how to feel now. This is Killing Floor 3.
It appears Moorcroft's little project is as real as they say.
Holy shit, I was not expecting this.
I gotta set a timer.
Yeah, okay,
Hope
I gotta
that-
share this with Frosty because me and Frosty gotta play this now.
What'd I miss?
Killing Floor 3, which is what's playing right now. Company who makes It Takes Two really is announced a new game. And Outer Woods 2.
Okay.
I don't think I'm missing any.
All right, we're back here at the Game Awards, and we have so much more to share with you. Now, when we created the TGA in 2014, I wanted to celebrate the people who devote their lives to entertaining and sometimes comforting or affecting us through video games. In fact, 25 years ago, back in
I've just been
college, I
informed
started
Killing
writing a
Floor
series
2
of
is 8
articles
years old.
called Behind the Game,
Yeah,
chronicling
so it's
the
about time to
development
do that because
of
that's about
games
the
like
time
Half-Life
when we went from
and
Killing
Metal
Floor
Gear
1 to
Solid
Killing Floor
2,
2.
because I knew games were nothing without the people behind them. Now, the sad reality is that over the past few years, the gaming industry has suffered significant and unprecedented industry-wide layoffs. Those affect the games we get to play, and even more importantly, the people who make the games we love.
Did
We
the
can debate and
stream
certainly disagree with the reasons
freeze
why.
on anyone else's
And honestly,
thing?
as a show, we
No.
kind of
It's still playing on
struggle with how
me.
to address
Okay,
these topics
with
in
me
a
it's like
constructive way.
when he started like the game industry has, and then it just froze. I'm like, that's EA and the other big companies are like, no, shut him up, no
EA,
criticism.
shut him down. Send in the snipers. Take the shot.
Extraordinary. Meet TGA's first ever game changer.
Oh man, I still got a bunch of goop on my hands.
Starting in early 2023, significant waves of layoffs.
It's sink silt.
Strikes you, it hurts, right? It's like
I'll be right back.
What am I supposed to do?
Yeah, the reason why a lot of you guys lost your jobs is that the games a lot of you guys were hired did poorly for one reason or
I love
another.
this brand. I love this company. Oh my goodness.
Every
what am I
tech
doing to fail?
company massively overstaffed due to the rise in need of tech companies and their support staff
ever since I was a little child,
during
because
COVID
there
and
weren't games
post-COVID
jobs around
for a
here,
while.
I stayed passionate about it and broke through in basically my late
And then
30s.
other factors following that.
When a lot of the games failed, they then turned around and started blaming the people who were supposed to be buying their stuff. That didn't help. Yeah. I swear, every time one of those big games failed, there was a fucking
I can't
meltdown.
imagine what it must feel like for someone to have to go to their family.
It's like,
around
stop
the
blaming your fucking customers for one.
What's going to happen? I had a robust background.
It just sucks that these guys who have no say in the matter was stuck in the middle of it, lost their jobs. Yeah,
We just started putting
But-
together a list of all the job openings.
they'll
out
just
there.
make a game to the best of their ability with what funding they have and with their ideas and stuff like that. But you have to know at some point whether your game in early development is going to be good or not, given how long it's going to take you to do that.
Mic on.
Mic feedback off.
Do you know how many games I've canceled because I started them and I knew they would be terrible?
I've also heard a lot of, like, with some of the games lately, there's what people are saying is a culture of toxic positivity, where basically when the game's being developed, no one listens to any criticism about the game. It's like, hey, this isn't working. It's no, shut the fuck up. This is amazing.
I mean, that would explain a lot with Concord, because if I was in the, if
Concord was one of them I heard this about.
Yeah, no. If I was there when they were announcing Concord, I'd be like, sir, we're gonna be like 6 to 7 years late on this genre. What are we gonna do that's gonna be unique enough to make us our own slice in the market of that? Because we're gonna be competing with Overwatch, Valorant, and other like games.
We will have diversity.
When they've established their player bases and have control of their share of the market. How are we going to see ourselves getting in on that?
I'm hearing a lot of negatives from you, Bob.
Well, I'm fired then?
So much.
No, I'm just relegating you to PR department.
Thank you so much. No, you're breathtaking.
Honestly, the budgets are bloated to hell.
Thank you, Jeff.
For the most part, a lot of the work is just
I can't help but say
offloaded overseas. And then they bring it back, and then the work is low quality, so then they have to spend a bunch of time fixing it. And then management and all that stuff is bad, and
over the last 3 years.
Yeah, that's why people are saying that there's going to be a fucking collapse soon. Like, yeah, there's probably going to be a collapse of the AAA. Because they're bloating themselves to the point they can't sustain themselves. They don't have the talent to make good stuff anymore. For the vast majority of it.
I'm proud of so many of you who have already joined me to make an impact. And I really have to thank everyone in our community who gave all their time and commitment to build it. As we gather here tonight for this amazing celebration, I challenge everyone to ask themselves, what more can we each do to make our industry better? I dedicate this to my grandparents in heaven and to our Game Awards watch party back home, my wife, our 3 sons, and my parents, who really devoted their lives to me and taught me that my value lies in how I treat other people.
Not to be mean, but you already said your
all I ever
parents.
wanted was to be a part of the video game industry. As a kid from Farmington, Connecticut, it felt a world away. Not anymore. Thank you very, very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, we haven't had anything really weird yet. As in, like, people jumping up on the stage.
Omega Day, 2067. We witnessed the end of the old world and the beginning of an unimaginable power. It unleashed the promise of our civilization, forging souls into steel, turning hope into a hunt.
Zoids.
For the fate of humanity.
Titanfall 3.
For Starfall.
Rise, partner. Our hunt for Starfall begins. Raise hell, exert control. For mankind depends on our victory.
Mankind depends on our victory.
Is this a team mech game?
You will face
Looks a little like Transformers.
devastating enemies.
Maybe.
But I don't think it's that.
Hero shooter mech game?
That's what it looks like.
Unleash the hunter within.
So this would be the this would be the second hero
Oh,
shooter mech game
place
released
test
in a
starts
while.
now.
Yeah.
No thanks.
So besides this, what else did I miss? Besides the
I'd like to
No,
get
maybe
into
it's
it, but
like maybe it's an extraction shooter.
Could be.
I played that back in the summer.
I just have too much on my plate.
It has a Transformers vibe to it, as you can see. Really fun game. All right, and now I'm proud to reveal one of the most beautiful games I've seen in a long time, developed by an incredible team up in Canada.
So that Steel Hunters is the only thing I missed when I went to take the dogs out.
I don't know. I had to go check on my sink.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Going to this is what I missed. That's fine. Well, this does look like it's going to be a walking simulator or a survival game. Oh, it is a survival game. It's that Deep Dark or something like that. Oh, dude, you're dead. I'm sorry. That flare's not gonna help you get 6 wolves.
Not with that attitude, it won't.
Okay, I'll give you a flare, and I'll have you face 6 hungry wolves, and we'll see how that goes. Oh, long dog too. Okay, I was right.
Please welcome to the stage the founder of Gearbox, Randy Pitchford.
Fuck you! Sorry.
Borderlands fans know why I'm here, right?
Sorry, that's just an instinctual
Hang on,
reaction
guys.
I hear that name.
Mic off. Is watching right now, and I'm kind of freaking out. Listen, this is the thing. You fans of Borderlands, you're why we fight. Every pixel of Borderlands is made with heart and soul.
Okay, I'm back.
Crafted by the Gearbox team. We're all giving it everything we got, you guys. We're putting everything we have into this game. And listen, I can go on.
Says the guy who had some really iffy material on a flash drive he left somewhere.
Who wants me to keep talking? Anybody? And who wants me to roll the trailer for Borderlands Mother Fluffin' 4? As you wish. The world premiere first look at Borderlands 4.
Are you seriously doing mother fluffing?
Here we go.
It's Randy Pitchford. He can fuck off.
Now he can fluff off, apparently.
Robot Uprising. Yeah. Robot Uprising Borderlands. Let's see who the...
What the? Hey guys, it's me, Roland.
This looks so stupid. It does not look like Borderlands.
Gotta check on the sink after this.
Was that Pillar Man theme in the trailer, or did
No, that was me. That was my
Okay.
alarm. No, this is pod racing.
It would not be entirely out of place in Borderlands, though.
Yeah.
No.
It would be out of place in this fucking thing.
I don't know what this is, but this does not look like Borderlands.
The final boss is AI.
Be weird because Andy Pitchford has been known to support AI.
Announcement from a legendary role-playing game franchise.
If it's not Final Fantasy, I don't care. Oh, it is Final Fantasy.
Oh, hey, it's Final Fantasy.
Oh, hey, I care now. What is this?
Is it 16? What's it 17?
16 in Tekken.
Oh, okay.
16 and Tekken 8 crossover?
Now let us do the fusion dance. This will be your Final Fantasy.
I mean, considering what I know of the lore of Tekken, everything that Clive just did fits well into it. Because Tekken makes no sense.
Yeah, but at least we do know that what's his face is dead. Mishima? Hajime Mishima?
Oh no, he's back.
No, he's dead. The trailer said so. He's
no,
dead.
he came back. No, he came back.
No, he's dead.
This year, the Game Award goes to
No, he's back.
Auto 6. Congratulations.
No, but I heard he died.
Here are your nominees for best multiplayer game.
He's died like in almost every game.
Helldivers 2.
Yeah, but this time he's dead for real.
Party Jamboree.
The trailer said so.
And Warhammer 40K Space Marine 2.
There you go.
This year, the Game Award goes to Helldivers 2. Congratulations.
That's surprising.
Now the nominees
That's
for best
surprising.
community
Yeah, that is
support.
100% surprising considering what
Baldur's
happened
Gate
later.
3, Final Fantasy 14.
It's gonna be Baldur's Gate 3.
If this goes to Helldivers 2, the whole thing is a sham.
The Game Award goes to
No.
I think you guys are a little bit in front of me.
Congratulations, Larian.
Yeah, you should probably refresh when you get a chance.
Direction, Astrobot, Black Myth
Yay, Baldur's Gate 3.
Elden Shadow of the Erdtree.
Metaphor would be interesting to see for best art direction. I've seen some of the weird stuff in that game.
Goes to Metaphor ReFantasia.
Okay, this is weird.
You get to fight human teeth.
Right now, here's a new look at Splitgate 2 that blends gunplay, movement, and portals, coming in 2025.
No, thank you.
This
Put Portal into a hero shooter.
No, it's a normal arena
Or Quake.
shooter. Everybody has portal mechanics. This looks so fucking confusing.
Yeah.
I would really, and I'm kind of surprised this does not exist. I would want another.
If
Unreal
this
Tournament
happened
again.
like 10, 15 years ago, it would be the biggest fucking thing.
Well, it looks like you can only put portals on certain surfaces, so.
As it is, I don't think anyone's going to care all that much, especially because the character design is absolutely shit.
Well, it's meant to be this bland because it's a arena shooter. It's not a hero shooter, so that you don't really.
Yeah, but if you're looking at arena shooters, you look back at Unreal Tournament and see the wide variety of shit they had.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree with that. Oh, and by the way, they did try to bring back Unreal Tournament. It flopped.
That's a shame.
That's because they didn't bring Unreal Tournament back in the right way. They brought it back as a shooter. Not in that kind of arena shooter, but like, as in like a more Quake or like modern day style arena shooter than the old school style arena shooters.
Gundams.
Here is the other giant mech hero shooter that's out there on the market that I mentioned earlier.
Okay, to be fair, Armored Core level of movement for a hero shooter? Sure?
Be very careful if you have motion sickness, though, because
no fucking kidding. I mean, look at this.
Yeah. By the way, Joe, think about you playing this game. The amount of think about this game. In a hero shooter, they have to release more characters. Correct?
Usually,
now,
yes.
Imagine you're playing this game. And there's at launch, there's 20 different characters. You have to recognize each mech by their silhouette and their immediate moveset.
Yeah, no, you're just recognizing what lasers are coming at
Yeah,
you.
you just gotta recognize the laser patterns that are coming at you.
Laser patterns, missile patterns, kinetic weapon patterns.
And you're just like, oh, that guy's shooting red lasers at me that are coming at
It
me at a
doesn't
wide
matter
angle.
what model you're facing against unless you're going into melee.
Oh, this guy's got 2 green swords.
I have no issues with Fortnite, but I have what Fortnite created because it got popular.
Welcome to Fortnite Classic.
Nominated to rank the best adaptation, Riot's Arcane is a stunning animated series based on the League of
Alright, I'm gonna
Legends
go check on the sink again.
Anyone who's watched this show will
Mic
tell you
off.
the music. It sits at the emotional core of this Game Award-winning series. Here is a special tribute to Arcane's music and iconic characters, featuring Royal and the Serpent, David, and 21 Pilots with the Game Awards Orchestra.
Just lay my head down. If there was nothing to fight over, maybe then I could finally be free. Maybe death.
What I find is weird is that Arcane had no right to be as good as it is, considering he's coming from Riot, but it's just fucking good.
Mic off. Mic feedback off.
Also, people still have not gotten over Victor's art update.
Oh, it was so fucking bad.
Yeah. The simplest, the simplest answer they could have given if they gave him a retro OG skin like they've done with some of the other characters. That would have solved the issue. I have never hated a pair of pants more in my life until now. I don't know why.
You hate the pants more than the shirt.
I went to high school with people with that kind of a shirt. That's kind of the goth scene or emo scene, so I'm used to that. It's there's something about the pants.
Mic off. Mic feedback off.
Those are beyond parachute pants, Joe.
Mic on.
They're like this weird hybrid of parachute,
What did I miss?
cargo, and jean. Arcane musical number.
Oh.
And me just raging on how much I hated this one guy's pants because they were stupid.
See, Bobo, it has to be that way because they're parachute pants, but they're also meant to catch the Chipotle aftermath.
Joe, they were parachute pants mixed with cargo pants, mixed with jeans, and God knows what else. There was some kind of weird
They need
amalgamation.
the space!
There was some kind of weird AI amalgamation pant.
For Chipotle.
Take a seat, but I would rather
will say though, one thing I am thankful for Arcane, even though it shouldn't be as good as it is, they finally got right to consolidate on what kind of fucking story the game's going to have beyond just trying to have an excuse for the gameplay.
Mm.
And anything post Arcane now is where they're taking the canon and the lore, which means even if a champion dies or not in the lore stuff, it's still gonna be in the game because they killed off like 6 of the characters.
No spoiler, please, Bobo. I still have to see.
Everyone dies.
I've seen the first season. I haven't seen the second one.
Oh.
Even the viewer. The viewer dies because they watch something related to League of Legends.
Oh, sorry about that.
No problem. It was thankfully not so precise that it would really count as a spoiler, but.
Still gonna bitch about the Victor rework. I don't even play anymore, but fuck, they did that boy dirty.
What, you don't like his now skinny twink mad machine mode?
He's not even machine anymore, he's magic.
Magical metal machine?
No metal, just magic.
It's biotransference metal, Joe.
No, it's not, it's just magic.
Okay.
He's
magic.
just magic
Ain't
boy
gotta
now.
explain crap.
An emotional performance. Thanks to Riot and those artists for putting that together. Incredible. All right, let's take a look at this very exciting brand new game announcement prepared just for the Game Awards 10th anniversary.
Brand new game announcement. Call of Duty 7.
Another post-apocalyptic game?
Probably.
Could be Final
I am
Fantasy
getting
7
real
part
tired
two.
of that as a world setting.
Burb. Remnant 3.
Nope, it's Yakuza, I think.
This is the most graphically intense Yakuza game I have ever seen.
Well, it's a pre-rendered cutscene. They could do whatever they want.
Tekken 9. Majima Hishiro, whatever his face, is dead.
Is this Yakuza?
The studio's Ryuga Gotoku.
Could be its own new thing.
They've been doing so many spin-offs lately.
Yeah.
Yakuza fighting game.
Virtua Fighter. It's Virtua Fighter.
We were talking about this at the start of the stream.
Okay. Do you know the last time we actually had a Virtua Fighter game?
I'm guessing it's when they had polygons. Like
we haven't
Final
seen
Fantasy VII overworld sprite polygons.
I believe it wasn't since 1998 was the last Virtua Fighter.
Legendary Virtua Fighter series now in development at Sega, and you can find out more in that special direct broadcast. Tonight, we've got another announcement for you. Check this one out.
Oh, another announcement.
Virtua Fighter? When was the last Virtua Fighter? 'Cause I put a lot of coins into those arcade cabinets.
It sounds somewhat familiar. It's not Silent Hill, is it?
2000. Okay, it's a little bit newer than I thought, which was 2007. Was the last Virtua Fighter.
Hmm.
Oh no, 1915?
Shin Megami Tensei?
It doesn't look like SMT.
No, it's not an SMT game. If it was, they'd be doing their crazy stylized shit at this point.
Yakuza.
Yeah, it's a Yakuza game, yeah.
Two guys just coming out of nowhere, just sucker punch you.
Double crowbar. Eminence and Shadow.
Well, one was a crowbar, the other
Oh
one
my
was
gosh.
Okay, we got Yakuza, then we got this motherfucker.
I just like how it's Yakuza trademark. Yeah.
Kazuma Kiryu.
Project Century.
So no official title yet, but I mean, it looks interesting.
It's probably like you start up the Yakuza.
It's Yakuza in the 1915s, and then you just have that giant rail worker.
Not one, but 2 projects in the works, and we are honored to reveal both.
And it looks like, at least in this time, when you finish the,
now to present our next
you
award,
actually
please
kill
join me in
somebody
welcoming a
for
dear
once.
friend who also happens to be one of our industry's most innovative creative spirits.
Because that's still one of the silliest things in Yakuza, was that unless they die in the cutscene, they don't actually die in the game, no matter how
Power bombing a dude over with a spine onto the railing. Nice, fine.
Oh yeah, here's a knife. I'm gonna stab you 8 times, gut you 3 times, stab you in both your eyes and your neck, and then after the fight's over, you just
wrap some bandages on it. You'll be fine.
Like a gut punch. Yeah.
まず TGA 10周年おめでとうございます。ジェフも。
First and foremost, congratulations on TGA's 10th anniversary.
僕は1回目から参加させていただいてますけども、年々 TGA は大きくなってきてます。もともと制作者を称える賞でしたけども、
Why are people super chatting this?
世界の業界と
Because the internet is stupid.
Wait, they are super chatting us chatting?
No, they're super chatting Kajumbo.
Yeah, the super chat, on the official Game Awards thing, they're super chatting the live chat.
Basically, they're spending money.
I've had the privilege of participating since the very first TGA, and I've witnessed how the role of TGA has grown every year. Not only does it celebrate the achievements of those involved in the gaming industry, but it has also evolved into an event that brings together industry's professionals from around the world, focusing deeper connections with the players. TGA now serves as a bridge, not just within the gaming industry, but also between gaming and other digital entertainment, such as film, television, anime, and music. This role will undoubtedly become even more important in the next 20, 30 years. I'm looking forward to supporting that too.
ゲームディレクションっていうのは、数多くのアイデアをまとめて一つの作品に昇華する非常に大切な、役割だと思っています。今日ノミネートされているタイトルは、数百名から1000人を超えるチームもありますけども、数名で作ったタイトルもあります。小さな手動きのボートでも、数百人が乗る、巨大な豪華客船でも数百数千の船団でもやっぱり方向を示すですね、舵取りが非常に重要だと思っています。まさにその舵取りがゲームディレクションだと思っています。
Game direction plays an important role in bringing together countless ideas and uniting them into single cohesive work. Tonight's nominees for this award includes projects created by teams of hundreds or even thousands, as well as those made by just a few people. Yet, all of them have a clear and unified.
I'm sorry, if you're running a game studio and your numbers are in the few thousand, you're not budgeting your company right.
You're not budgeting your company right.
Boba, line has to go up, which means we need more people to make line go up.
But then you have to fire a line to make numbers go better for your investors.
Line must go up
at the end of the year.
As long as line go up, don't matter what you do.
If Boltaro wins, I am going to be honestly the most surprised. Balatro, sorry.
It's good to have you back, Cloud.
We shape our own destiny with our own hands.
There's a reason I don't use the English voice acting in that game.
It's hit and miss.
And now, the winner is Astrobot.
Oh, thank God.
So game of the year or best game direction?
Best game direction.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Game of the year is going to Wukong, 100%.
Because at the moment, it doesn't seem as biased or as gifted as I thought it was going to be so far with the winnings.
Oh, what was it, like 2 years ago? It was so ungodly biased.
Yeah.
Like, it was disgusting. What was it, God of War just took everything?
This is really amazing. So,
God of War was nominated in categories God of War didn't have even been in.
Yeah, it took fucking everything. It just gotta work. I'm like, how much did they pay Jeff for this?
I mean, like, in certain categories, yeah, it was the best option, so it makes sense. But like, it was in, I think it was like even in the RPG category.
You had a level system. There you go.
It's not an RPG system.
Thank you so much.
If you level up, it's an RPG. Therefore, RPG. It's basically Dragon Quest.
Congratulations, Nico and Team Asobi. And now, let's journey to another world for our next announcement.
Saber Universal. What did Saber make in the past?
Is it Arc 2?
Rock Dinosaur Hunter meets Jurassic Park.
It looks like Turok, though.
Is Turok Universal?
I think when they bought the studio, they had the rights to Turok, so they now have the rights to Turok. I mean, this at least looks like the original Turok games, and not like the dark Call of Duty one.
Well, it's the Turok Origins game, so it's kind of like original.
Oh. Okay, there goes all the enjoyment of something, because I was hoping it would be the first-person shooter, not a survival game. Is it? Okay, I don't know if it's going to be a survival game, and I'm now confused.
Public servants for Super Earth. We have
Put PSA, gotta pay attention.
We have separated from Sony.
I hope so.
Or maybe we will get executed.
For Super Earth.
Attention, citizens. Across the galaxy, the
It really
valiant
sucks how much Sony fucked them.
You also got to take into account their updates and weapon nerfing and patching. It's been just really shit.
Like never before. Homes are being ravaged. Families are being abducted. And you could be next. That is, unless you direct your undivided attention to the following announcement. And remember, freedom conquers all.
Except for capitalism.
They arrived without warning.
Capitalism is freedom.
Laying waste to our peace.
An example of what they themselves as developers did wrong, they released a...
the Illuminate!
Yeah.
Yeah.
They stole our citizens' homes. And their minds. And something much worse. Their freedom. But when our citizens are attacked...
And now we get cars.
To set them free.
Considering the average player base I've seen of Helldivers 2, I would not trust anybody in the driver's seats.
No,
yes, that's
of course not. That's the best part.
This is...
Did you know that? Did you know that there's no Helldiver ever killed by friendly fire?
Bullshit. That's
No,
like
that's what
90%.
No, they are not killed by friendly fire. They are summarily executed for having unfreedom-like thoughts.
Yes, exactly.
They were strategically in the wrong position of their own free will and freedom at the wrong time when a 500-kilogram bomb was falling.
Yes.
They chose to sacrifice themselves for the good of the group.
Yeah, but no, an example of what the company did without Sony's influence is that they released a battle pass for a whole bunch of fire weapons and pyro weapons. And then right before they released the battle pass for that, they heavily nerfed anything flame-based to make it unusable.
Hello, that dress.
That's something straight out of Wanda.
Hello, everyone. Hi.
Thank goodness for waterproof mascara. The music has been a lot. That's amazing. But hi everyone.
That explains it. It's
I'm here
Warframe.
on behalf of the Warframe team. We are here at the 10th year of the Game Awards. It was actually 12 years ago that we launched the alpha build of Warframe, and it changed the lives of our team.
God, it's that
Our
old?
irreplaceable community has allowed us the privilege
It's gonna be
to up
Warframe
on stage
1999.
12 years later to present
It
to
really
the
be-
world our next major update.
There's one thing I still haven't figured
We are
out,
gonna
mostly
show
because I
you
haven't looked
the
into it.
final
Is
trailer
Warframe
for
1989, is it
1999.
play
And
the
the
exact
release
same as Warframe, or was
But
it like
before
its
we
own
play,
thing?
if you don't know what Warframe is, if this is your first time hearing it, we don't know anymore either, but we're still we're still having a lot of fun making it. And 12 years ago, we never could have imagined that our alpha build has turned into something like this. We are forever grateful for our community. Thank you for giving us the best version of yourselves, Tenno. Please enjoy our trailer. It launches tomorrow. Thank you, Tenno. Please enjoy.
I realize what I am asking. But you, of all people, understand what is at stake. For the sake of everything before and to come.
Scolder think they've contained the outbreak here, but the tech right here is different. Patient.
I just really would love just a single player Warframe game.
Tenho, if you are seeing this, your loop has been altered. You and I are trapped here.
So, what's with the Tenno suits and showing people now?
Do you happen to know the lore of Warframe, Joe?
Not at all.
Okay, seeing the Tenno's flesh suits like this is one of the confusing parts, because the actual Tenno, as you see in Warframe, are psychically, distantly piloted by the pilots. There's no one actually in the Tenno suits. But now the said people who would be doing that in the Warframe game are now actually in the suits, so it's now confusing. And in general, Warframe lore is very confusing and complicated and
If
convoluted.
you're watching TGA on Twitch or Steam, you can get a free Nyx Warframe tonight during the show. Still to come, Snoop Dogg takes the stage with world premiere new music, and the Game Awards Orchestra returns. But first, earlier this year, Palworld took over the internet and broke records for the independent studio Pocket Pair. Tonight, we have a first look at the game's next update.
Wow, no mention at all about Nintendo being asshole.
Well, you know, when two people are fighting, you don't necessarily always want to, like, you know, step in between them. But yeah, so long as they can keep the capture cute variety of critters that can sort of evolve thing, I think they should be fine. That's the core enjoyment of that game, and making those critters do fucked up shit.
Yeah, so far the only... Oh, okay. Did that get, like, really laggy?
Yeah.
That they were showing for anybody? Okay. Well,
It was fine on my end.
When she first started shooting, it got super laggy.
Okay, well, I had some lag spikes earlier, so I guess that's just different from everyone.
But yeah, because of the lawsuit, like I said earlier, they did have to already change how you capture and release the PALs.
Which, honestly, it's fine. You know, the balls is not what makes what is the like the selling point of that.
I know, but it's the principle of the thing, though. It's like
yes, it is. It is very.
You shouldn't be able to patent that.
Yeah.
Genshin Impact.
Hello, Honkai Star Rail. and this is one of the parts is like I really hate Hoyoverse as it's nothing but gacha games, but I also hate the fact that they make really good RPGs, really good graphics, and really good character designs, so they can sell gacha waifus and husbandos.
Yeah, like I said, when we saw the trailers when it was announced and stuff, like I want to play Star Rail, but it's Muhoyo. I'm not playing Star Rail.
I know. That's the part that pisses me off. It's just like,
no, like this is the Star Ocean game. Star Ocean should fucking be.
Like everything,
and that's a new game apparently.
Yep, Withering Waves. Another thing from Hoyo. Or at least Hoyo-like. Either way, though. But the thing is, though, you're making a really great game that you could sell untold billions of copies
I am
of.
honestly wondering how they are not saturating their own market.
Because they then just forsake. They put the other ones on life support, like they did with Third Impact. Third Impact's not getting any more updates, but they still have the full game out there.
This is an Xbox. Xbox.
I mean, honestly, with the Game Pass, they need to release a port thing like that. So yeah, I'm fine with that.
We're back with another deal. For a limited time only, Prime
Also, I really hate the fact that there's that
$50 off of a quest.
Yeah, that covers the sales tax. Really?
From Yacht Club Games, winner of Best Independent Game at the first
Shovel Knight!
Please welcome Celia Schilling
In my
and
state,
Sean
$50
Velasco.
would barely cover the sales tax. Fuck that.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
10 years ago, we were called onto the stage, completely stunned, as Shovel Knight, our first game, took home the first ever
Your game's
Best
great,
Independent
dude.
Game
You
Award.
look like a gay porn star.
Now,
How did you know?
Your stash.
and now,
No, my stash.
Yeah, Bobo, did you at some point not have a very similar stash?
A new set of
I know if I
developers
grow a
released their
mustache, I
first
look like a gay porn
They're
star.
just getting started. Yet
Or a
they've already
pedophile.
created
One of those
something
two.
extraordinary.
Why do you think I
Bobo.
keep shaving
Excited to
it?
see how their talents will shape the industry for the next 10 years.
I'm not allowed to grow
These are the nominees
facial
for
hair
Best
because it makes me
Debut
look like
Indie
that.
I'm not allowed to grow facial hair because it makes me look homeless.
Yeah. Animal well,
Well,
I
you
heard
don't
good
get
things
less
about
in
that.
trouble than my facial hair, though. I think it's gonna be Balatro.
Yeah, people have been raving about it.
A lot of these other games are good, but they're very niche. Balatro was the only one that seems to just had wide support and enjoyment.
And the Game Award goes to Balatro.
No surprise there.
Yeah, no.
I don't even know what Balatro is.
Roguelike poker.
Huh.
Pretty much.
That's the most apt description for it. You're playing poker, and it's a roguelike game.
If you ever get a chance, search YouTube for Balatro Infinite Combo. It's hilarious.
That's ridiculous. I've seen
But
that.
also all indie games that were launched this year that might have flown under the radar. Now, what he would like for you is to explore this world of indie games, and I think you'll find a scene of extremely
That's a
talented
Dutchman.
and creational developers who are
I was about to
crafting
ask about his
beautiful experience for you to enjoy
accent.
every single day.
I
You're
am
a
pretty
Dutch.
sure
I
that's
know
a
you're
Dutch
probably
accent.
thinking if you can give this away to another team that you think deserves it more.
Did they say his
but
name?
Sorry, Arco. He has to take this home.
Only when they said who said to pick
So,
it up, and then they never
Lobopunk,
flashed it on screen.
You have earned this, and you deserve this. And everyone at PlayStech is just so proud of you, of what you've done. And I hope that at least tonight, you get to enjoy this. Thank you.
Dude looks like he could shoulder check a tank.
The fact that he is tall also adds to the suspicion that it might be a Dutchman.
All right. As we've been saying all night long, we have some very special
we have an
game announcements
average,
tonight.
very
And
tallness.
This is certainly one of those. Enjoy.
I still can't get over how good that Gotcha GTA 6 Spider-Man action combat game looks. That's coming
Is
out.
this Assassin's Creed or perhaps Sekiro?
Don't know. It's not Assassin's Creed with the supernatural stuff.
Could it be maybe...
Wukong expansion of DLC?
Well...
Onimusha! Yes!
Gesundheit.
Remastered Onimusha!
I do not know what that is.
Bring back Jean-Claude Renault.
Samurai Resident Evil! That's what the original game was. It was just Samurai Resident Evil.
Neat.
Now it looks a lot different.
Where's Jean-Claude Renault?
You have to wait for the third one. Now it's like Sekiro. Oh,
well, yeah, they weren't going to stick with the Resident Evil.
Well, there was no way they would
play
stick
for
with
this.
Yeah, no. That's a given, but no, it's just like, okay, I really need to get an upgraded computer now.
you got at least a year, so don't worry.
I got 2 years, yeah. Well, barely a year, yeah. So yeah, okay.
Either that or get an X-Bone.
That was definitely a good one. I had a great time seeing that game this summer out in Osaka. I love that franchise and how it combines swordplay and a Japanese dark fantasy setting with some amazing over-the-top enemies, as you saw in that announcement trailer.
Giant enemy crab.
All right, now let's get an update on the
That was in one of the
Berserker,
games.
Kazan.
I know.
There was no attack at sweet spot for extra damage though.
And I'm Anthony Russo, and we're thrilled to be back on the Game Awards to introduce a brand new trailer for the first Berserker, Kazan, a game rooted in the legendary Dungeon and Fighter universe.
Our studio Agbo collaborated closely with our friends at Neopol.
Dungeon and Fighter universe?
Action-packed cinematic
The why? Maybe it's like, this is the first game in the universe that we're totally making.
Stay tuned until the end.
Do they mean Dungeon Fighter Online?
Papa, wait for me, Papa. Why did we walk out into the woods
It's
without our
cold. I'm
coat,
not wearing
Papa?
pants.
Give me back my cloak, Papa.
Oh, you faded from existence. Oh, no, you're back. Oh, you're gone.
You
Shit.
really need to stop doing that, Papa.
Okay, I just had a hiccup on my connection. Just that because I paid modem when I got excited for Onimusha.
Sup, bud?
Here, I'm gonna grant you berserker powers by kid.
By the power of Grayskull.
Okay, let's take a look at this. Dungeon and Fighter sometimes be DNF, a series of the next. Oh, it's a Nexon series of games. Immediately taken out. I mean, it looks good, but I'm just lost interest once I learn Nexon's involved.
It looks good as a CG trailer.
Yeah.
Because everyone can fucking do that nowadays with Unreal. Hell, in a few more years, you're gonna be able to do it with Unreal and an AI script.
I believe they'll be releasing a version of Unreal specifically for doing animation work like this beyond just gameplay. So We're taking out anything you have to worry about for gameplay. This is just for pure animation needs.
And then he died. Oh, never mind.
No, too angry to die. He's a berserker, remember?
Man, literally
It's
too
also what
angry to
happens when you
die.
decide to just scream over the body instead of hitting it again.
Well, he did kind of punch him 3 times into a stone bridge.
You're too late, Berserker. I already have the MacGuffin.
As they transform into a biblically accurate angel.
That was the first Berserker Kazan coming in March, as you saw. A great hardcore action RPG. And now we're thrilled to show you another game set
Sorry,
in
it
the
involves
Dungeon and Fighter
Nexon. I
universe
can't
for the
trust the
first
game
time anywhere.
if it involves
Arad
Nexon.
is an open-world action RPG developed in Unreal Engine 5. It's coming to Steam, console, and mobile. Here's the first ever look.
First ever look? That sounds like a
Yeah,
dumb
there's more
game.
Nexon.
Yeah,
Let's
more
go.
Nexon.
Yeah, the company most well known for just immediately banning the
Super hyper anime powers! Go!
I wish you said more XCOM.
Anime
I think we'd
XCOM.
all agree to have some XCOM, but yeah. Wow, did Nexon just... Looks like Nexon just copy-pasted Genshin Impact.
And they put the worst fucking music they could find over it.
Because that looks like the starting town in Genshin Impact. And the characters look like they're stolen from Genshin Impact. Nexon, can you do anything original that's just not copying other people?
No!
No! We make money!
We make money. Tales of Super something, I don't know, even though it's Nexon, not Bamco. Shut up.
Tales of Tits.
Tales of Anime.
Tales of Fortnite.
Tales of Genshin.
This is Tales of Genshin, because this is Genshin Impact.
Yes, it is.
Genshin Impact 2.
Nexon Boogaloo. Whales!
Whale! Tales of Cthulhu.
It's fucking Dungeon Fighter!
Okay, so we have dark European fantasy Berserker, and then this, and the same universe.
Yep.
Also, I'm pretty sure that doesn't look like any of the previous Dungeon Fighter games.
Neither of them did.
Looks great. All right, next
That's
is the open
that
world
whole
zombie
few
adventure
moments
Dying
just
Light, the Beast from
confused
Techland. We
me.
announced this at Gamescom. It's
I
got
am
combat,
I am not
hardcore,
connected to that
and
world.
nights you may not survive. Here's
Welcome-
a brand new look
yeah.
at the game, which is coming.
No,
in
not
the
welcome
summer of
anything.
2025.
Happy
And,
to be outside of that.
I know, no, I'm just, yeah, but no, just say that's Nexon for you.
No, that's not Nexon for me. That's I
In-game
leave that
footage.
outside of me.
Okay, now how far into the future is this Dying Light?
Dying Light 7. So far, we skipped some
And you can only go
sequels.
so far into the future of a zombie apocalypse.
Do not feel obliged to believe that the same God who is endowed
Why in the future does everyone refer to record players?
That's actually one of the most confusing things because it's like, that's not... There's a lot of, like, things to make mass-produced records and stuff like that to make use of them for that.
we must strive to
Just different recording equipment to just more usable and viable.
Yeah, I can maybe see that digital mediums like the internet and all the streaming stuff and such going away and such, you not having files and such. But then I still find it more likely that you would be playing CDs. Than
Yeah. Well, something you got to keep in mind. Something you got to keep in mind too is that vinyl records, you can actually MacGyver a speaker for those pretty easily.
That is true. That is
But
true.
it's the material, though, for making and recording onto a record, though.
Well, you don't necessarily need to do vinyl. That just lasts longer.
Yeah.
Floor's Lava 3.
I think you're playing as Kyle Crane again.
The guy from 2?
Wasn't he the guy from 1?
I can't recall. It's been a long time since I played either Dying Light. All of them, though, I'm pretty sure you died.
I heard the name Kyle. No, in the end of the following, he becomes infected, and he's the reason for Dying Light 2.
Oh, I guess when he died. Okay.
Silent Hill 2, Star Wars
Astrobot's probably gonna win again.
Silent Hill 2 is technically not an action-adventure game.
Yeah.
What isn't?
Silent Hill 2.
Yeah, no.
It's not.
Here are the nominees for Best RPG. Dragon's Dogma 2,
The winner is Astrobot.
It's gonna be Elden Ring, but it should probably be Metaphor.
Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth, and Metaphor, Refantasio. And the Game Award goes to Metaphor, Refantasio. Congratulations.
I have no clue. I see that game coming up with a lot of things.
Content creator of the
Fantasy Persona game.
Keep Gaming, aka my channel.
What?
Okay, yeah, it is Kyle Crane.
And the Game Award goes to...
How is he a human again, though?
Well, they were doing science on him.
Yeah, they were doing science, magic science.
For Best Sports Racing Game.
Which means they found a cure to it.
EA Sports FC
The one category nobody cares about ever.
NBA 2K25.
See, it says best sports / racing game, but all I heard was racing game, and I'm looking at WWE, I'm like, what?
Gotcha. And the Game Award goes to EA Sports FC 25. Now our
I mean, honestly,
best sim strategy game.
all of the wrestling games have been the exact same. Oh, this is a. I don't care for this because strategy games are
I don't know what the third and the last one are.
And Unicorn Overlord.
Unicorn Overlord is a strategy game, but it's closer to a JRPG.
2. Congratulations to all those winners.
It's more of a man. Oh, it's still.
Did you catch all that? No, but I wish the rest of the show went that fast. Yeah, it's like the game commercials with award interruptions. Oh.
They're not wrong.
You say that, but...
Watching online saw us on the show. Oh, yeah? What did they say? Let's see. River Runner 445 said, have you two ever considered becoming developers?
It's been 2 hours since you guys last used
it. We are? Yeah. By watching this show, we're developing an immunity to bad entertainment. Oh! Wait. Huh? There's Kojima, look. Ooh. Did you know that Jeff Keighley's friends with him? Yeah, but does Kojima know
Fair point.
Oh, boy.
The thing is that the Muppets are a cultural thing.
Apparently right now, 100 million people around the world are watching this show. Yeah, and the other 8 billion people have better sense. Oh! Yeah, hey, look. Jadebot 6 is asking, why are Statler and Waldorf at the Game Awards? It's a great question. I've been asking myself the same thing. Help! Yeah, help us, Jadebot 6. You're our only hope. Yeah, make the commercials stop. Yeah, please. Please stop. Make it stop.
Make the commercial stop. Fair point.
Crytek.
It started in the swamps. Moved to the mountains.
Oh, it's Post Malone. Yeah, I know this. It's just got announced today.
Mountain.
Hunters follow. But now, there's something new on the move.
Remnant 3.
And things will never be the same. Welcome to my murder circus.
Post Malone tied biggest content addition to the Hunter the Reckoning. Not Hunter the Reckoning, what was it? Hunter something.
It's showtime!
Post Malone's Murder Circus.
Hunt. Yeah.
Hunt Showdown. 1896. Call of Duty. Oh no, it's just all the video games.
Watch me do it.
EA Sports. Monetize everything.
Hey EA, how about you be a decent company for 1 year?
Laughing.
How about you try
corporate
releasing,
executive?
How about you try actually releasing a actual game again, EA?
What? And you want to go to the gym. Then you remember.
Oh, how about this? How about EA release any kind of game that doesn't involve crunch time, and it has a nice and easy budget?
But that costs money.
Yep. Bang! Time to become the knight. Okay, y'all. Yeah.
I'm Batman.
This.
I'm John Fortnite. Welcome to Fortnite.
Technical FPS.
Oh yeah,
Fortnite.
Suicide Squad is getting discontinued very soon.
Yeah.
Well, duh.
Yeah.
Amazing it lasted this long.
Welcome to Fortnite's new team shooter.
Fort Counter Strike Night.
Not really get anywhere.
Yep. This is Fortnite's attempt to get a slice of the pie from Valor and Counter-Strike.
Oh boy, Squid Games.
I really don't get why this is so big.
I don't know why people would.
Because it happened during the pandemic and no one else had anything better to do.
They keep going with it.
Uncle
Like, has
Ben,
anything
what
that has spun
happened?
off from Squid Games even been remotely good?
Uncle Ben, what happened? Squid Games!
They released a Squid Games porn parody.
Everyone can physically experience the games. We have created a simulation. Unleashed will provide the same.
You think people have enjoyed that one, Joe?
For the unskilled.
I might.
To all players watching at home, access will be granted to everyone on December.
Yeah, I believe it's called Squid Games.
Squidward Games.
On the lookout. In the following weeks, my team will be unveiling the next round of the games. I have brought with me a special preview of Squid Game Season 2. We believe games can reflect and improve society. Whether we succeed.
Also, is it really weird for the fact that everybody who got really into Squid Games did not understand the messaging of Squid Games?
Of course not. That requires a base
Working brain.
level of intellect that most Americans do not have.
Please welcome the founders of Death Row Games, Cordell Brodus and Snoop Dogg.
How about you guys release another Def Jam Vendetta? Or any kind of Def Jam game? Maybe I want a really, really silly arcade wrestling game.
Okay, so we're here to actually cancel our next game because certain Diddy reasons.
That can stand beside some of these nominees tonight. Here we are to present best ongoing game.
See, back in the day, if you loved the game, you wanted more. But you had to wait until the next.
Also, I have to ask, is there any medical research about, weed being a preservative? Because for a guy who's had very chronic drug use, Snoop Dogg has aged quite well.
To their favorite games, making sure their
I suppose the same can possibly be said for Harrison Ford.
No.
Willie Nelson.
That's Harrison Ford. The reason why he's aged well is because it's out of spite.
Well, and he is a big, he is a big smoker.
Yeah. For a guy who smokes
Final
as much as
Fantasy
Harrison,
14.
did not have cancer is surprising.
Fortnite's probably gonna win. Let's be honest.
Fortnite is not an MMO.
It's best ongoing game.
Oh.
Will
you? It's gonna be.
I don't think 14 can win because Dawn Trail was kind of meh.
Yeah, I'm saying Fortnite's probably gonna win because it always does.
I hope it's not Destiny 2 because that would piss me off.
Oh gosh, that'd be so bad.
And the Game Award goes
Watch it go to Diablo and everyone's, what the fuck?
I don't have a game, cuz. Yet. Helldivers 2.
That's surprising.
Well, it is a really good game, fucked over by its publisher.
Yeah.
When was Helldivers 2 released?
This year, I think.
January last year, I think. Yeah.
I don't know.
Let's just take a look at that.
It was a hell of a lot of
look it up
fun,
as well.
but then Sony screwed it up.
Well, I did not expect that.
Bro, I
right.
forgot to add in the 2.
I'm very honored
First game.
to be accepting this award on behalf of the
February of this year.
Amazing
Okay,
team over
then,
in
yeah,
Stockholm,
I feel it's
Sweden
well deserved,
that made this possible. So please, a round of applause for
It's
our
fine. I
amazing
mean,
devs.
the active support for the game is fine, but Sony fucked them over,
Thank you.
and a lot of the battle
thanks,
pass
Game
and
Awards,
patch
for this
working for the
honor.
player
It's
base
really
has
an
been
honor
fucked.
for all of us. Thank you, PlayStation and our partners, for believing in us over all of these years. And also, and most importantly, thanks to our amazing players for the support over this last year. It's been super inspiring to see everything that you've done with the game since we launched it, and we are very committed to keep going with this game for many more years to come. So, thanks a lot, and for Super Earth.
They have a really bad balancing philosophy that I really don't like in the games. Well, as soon as the weapon stuff become meta, they nerf them. They rarely or never buff up. They push everything down.
Congratulations to Arrowhead, and thank you, Snoop. He's dropping like it's hot right now in Fortnite Festival Season 6 after an appearance in Chapter 2 Remix. And later tonight, he will be back live on stage, premiering brand new Snoop Dogg music. You are not going to want to miss that performance. But right now, we're thrilled to share the announcement of a brand new game from a beloved game developer.
Ghost Town game.
Never heard of them.
What did they make?
Bears of Overcooked.
Oh, the Overcooked. Oh yeah, Overcooked in that packing game. Yeah.
Turned you into a psychopath. What? You threw a right tantrum.
No, I didn't.
You said if I tried to pass you one more onion, you'd.
I told you 1,000 times we didn't need any more onions. Okay, yeah, things did get a little heated.
Oh, sorry. Excuse me. What did I miss?
Shh, it started.
Hey,
You're blocking the screen. Rude.
what is going on back there? This looks pretty good. Oh, this looks wicked.
Oh my.
Oh, it's a two-player. And they're showing so much gameplay. Oh, no. Oh, what's happening?
The world is split in two.
Drew, what was that? Did you feel that? Oh, I don't understand what's happening.
This would never have happened at E3.
Oh my god. This just reminds me of the fact that Riot Games has been the leading investor in live holograms and stuff like that. It's good though.
Oh, apparently good ruled against Valve.
That's a fun one. Stage Fright is the next co-op game from
And this
the
current,
incredible team
lawsuit
at Ghost
thing.
Town Games, the creators of Overcooked.
Oh,
that
I hate to hear that. Because that lawsuit's bullshit.
Tonight here on the show. And now it's time to head to a familiar place, the home of iconic novels and television shows, and now an upcoming action-adventure game.
In the name of the
Dresden?
warrior,
I charge you to be brave. In the name of the Father, I charge you to be
Kingdom
just.
Come Deliverance 2?
In
King
the name
Arthur.
of the Mother, I charge you to defend the innocent. Arise, a knight of Lennon's rest.
Game of Thrones?
I think it's Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do they have a mother? Oh yeah, I guess the 7 that
is
has
the only
that.
thing standing between the White Walkers.
Yeah, the mother's
and
from the 7.
We could use your help. I'm nothing but
Ah, this is gonna have the same Star Wars issue. You're playing a character in the setting, but then you gotta be like, you're not one to be involved in any like or take part in any of the really big events of the setting.
Can I fuck my sister?
Why do you always immediately go to there?
It's
Chivalry
Game
has
of Thrones.
ruined
What
him.
is that series famous for?
King's Landing.
The,
At least try to feel a little arrogant.
the sister
Look, there's
fucking
the
was only
sister fucker right there.
the sister fucking was only in 2 of the families.
Yes, and we've now already
Two
seen
more than it
those
should have been.
characters twice already in this trailer. Also, House of the Dragon, which is
Also, technically, if that axe is made from Valerian steel, it shouldn't be doing anything against the White Walkers.
You're not supposed to think about that.
Don't think about it. It's magic. Shut up.
Like it or not. Winter.
Oh god, the jank moving and running animation.
yeah. This looks like actually like a well tie-in game, honestly.
All right, hunters, get ready. Monster Hunter now
Movie tie-in
brings
game.
monster hunting action to mobile, letting you take
It could
down
be good,
epic
could be
monsters
bad.
on
I'm
the
not
go.
gonna say anything against
We're
it. See
excited
more
to
down the
introduce
line,
Season 4 Roars
but
from the
it's
Winter Wind.
really not clicking with me.
Introducing Switch Axe, Tundra Habitat, and even more monsters to discover. Look, there's one right now. Tonight, you'll get an exclusive bundle to kick
I
off your
am
next
caught
adventure
up,
by
still
using
caught up,
the
caught
code
exactly
TGA
how
2024.
big
So, grab your gear,
Monster Hunter has
download
gotten
Monster Hunter
boosted
now, and
thanks to
prepare for
COVID, and it just continued to
Now,
ride that
here's
wave.
the trailer for Season 4. Let's check it out.
Finally making its Monster Hunter Now debut, T-Rex, Lagombi. Get ready to hunt them and wield your own Switch Axe. A new
You really have to wonder how human civilization ever got fucking anywhere in Monster Hunter.
I think they've actually been trying to explain that over the last
games. Another battle.
Oh, Arc System works.
Let's see what this is.
Holy shit, they're not doing 2D.
Let's get this done.
Double Dragon.
Double Dragon.
What's been with the recent revival of just beat 'em ups?
No time to waste.
People have a lot of aggression.
I mean, that was understandable.
Feel the dragon's wrath. Tensatsu.
One of them got popular, so now they can cash in on remaking all the old ones.
That's true.
Let's end this.
Though I don't think in Double Dragon you're supposed to be able to pull off Street Fighter-like special moves.
You can't even put the buttons in correctly. Idiot.
When I become a player, yes, see that. Can I hit no?
Can I go back and hit no? I don't want to join the EDF. Can I decline joining the EDF?
Code Vein 2.
No. Solo leveling?
You are all weak. Who is your king?
Yep, it's solo leveling.
Are you the king?
solo leveling for what?
That's what it's called.
Oh.
It's a Korean comic about this guy who gains the ability, died, gained special powers, and now he's got a leveling RPG system while nobody else does. Which just makes him
I've read
OP.
enough isekai and shit to realize that if something asks you, do you want to be a player, you say fucking no.
Wait, you don't want to say you want to look for the system or whatever dark powers are giving you the leveling system?
No.
Why?
It's all bullshit.
How come you don't
Well,
want
you know, if they ask you for for anything in isekai, you might as well take it, because you should realize as soon as you're in isekai, you're probably already dead.
No, see, the question, if you want to be a player,
Probably
if you say yes, then you get isekai. That's how that shit works.
Okay, Joe, you have two
if it's
options.
before, then yes.
Joe, you either get horrifically, painfully murdered, or you make the Faustian Lovecraftian pact with the greater powers and become isekai'd with the system powers.
What's the downside here? I don't understand.
Faustian pact.
Is there supposed to be a catch to any of these options?
Oh no, this is anime.
No, you either die horribly or you become a slave to the Lovecraftian power.
It sounds like a win-win to me. Initial D.
Can I just get a regular Burnout game so I can just crash into the other things that and get rewarded with points? Or at least have an arcade racing game where I can just win by being the last one standing.
Naughty Dog. Last of Us 3.
Last of Us 1.5, the
Last of Us
pre-golfing
remastered.
We've already you're gonna remaster the remaster?
Last of Us Year 1.
Okay, I thought it was too soon to remaster Last of Us 1. They're now remastering Last of Us 2.
No, this is the PC port.
Yeah.
Whatever. I still hate it.
Looks like the whole collection.
Naughty Dog, just give me Sly Cooper, please.
Last of Us 2, Golf Edition. Oh, is the remaster, yeah.
Told you. Because they did that when they did the PC port, they did it as a remastered.
Last of Us 1 remastered.
Come out with a golf club. Come out with a golf club.
HBO's The Last of Us, Isabella Merced.
Okay, The Last of Us TV show was good. I really hope they don't try to do the sequel series because that was going to piss more people. Because the story of Last of Us 2 sucked.
What brings you here tonight? Well, I'm just really excited.
I heard it's a great anime with the golf jokes.
I'm not gonna lie, this is getting pretty boring.
Yeah, it goes on so fucking long.
They drag it on longer than
Sattler and Waldorf were right.
Oh, and it got me thinking.
It's all just commercials interrupted by awards.
We spent a lot of time with Ellie. We heard so many lame puns.
Oh God, so many lame puns.
So many lame puns.
Duh.
Like, oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Over your girlfriend's bra.
No, not this one again. No.
Yeah, it was a real booby trap.
Oh. Yeah. Hey, but hey, have you ever heard the one about trying to catch some fog? I did.
Missed.
I think last year they went from like 5 o'clock to almost
guys,
11.
These puns could not be worse.
My time.
But Ellie's pretty
Yeah,
great.
I do not know if I can really
I'm
stay
not
up
doing
that
that.
much longer because I actually have a work day in.
Yeah, if you guys gotta crash.
At least I don't have work tomorrow.
These TV shows were
Because you always catch the rest of it because the VODs are...
adaptation. Here are the nominees.
Best adaptation.
Wrath must be met with wrath.
It's gonna be Arcane.
Look out at this wasteland. Looks like chaos.
Yeah, no, I feel Fallout should have a fair. I haven't seen Arcane, so I cannot judge. I imagine it's very good as well. But I feel Fallout was a.
There was a Yakuza movie?
It was only released in Japan, I think. That one was shit.
Oh, Arcane wasn't even on there.
It was the first
it
one.
It was? Oh, I
Yeah.
missed it then.
Yeah.
You just saw Fallout and got all starry-eyed.
Yay, Fallout!
Yay!
I'm honestly surprised. I thought Arcane would have had it with how
Todd Howard.
and the
It
fact
just
it was the
worked.
most recent. He does not deserve to be up there.
He really doesn't.
That is some skirt she's wearing.
That is awfully short for formal wear.
Yes.
I've spent most of the evening coming up with ways to heckle Ella for when she won for Arcane, so I don't really have.
Oh right, she also did Arcane, so she was going to win.
Yeah, she was the lead voice actress for one of the main characters in Arcane. No matter.
I want to thank Ella, Walton, Aaron, the rest of our extraordinary cast and our
Suddenly, someone walks onto the
Amazon,
stage.
Kilter.
Truth is told,
I
the
want
game
to
was
thank
rigged
the
from the
fans of
start.
Fallout New Vegas for not burning my house to the ground.
Okay, let's go back to the just to go out to the Fallout though. I think the part I hated the most in general was everything dealing with the Brotherhood of Steel, just because I did not like any character originated or tied to the Brotherhood of Steel.
I too have to thank our
No, I think the Brotherhood was fine in my opinion. It was a different take, but it was still fine, and they were still. I'm glad they were still bastards.
And really,
Oh,
to everybody
being
who's
bastards
worked on
has to be
Fallout
because it's the
over
Brotherhood of
years,
Steel.
everybody at Bethesda
Well, you
that
saw what
worked
they
with
did
us
to
on
Brotherhood
Fallout
in
for 20
Fallout
years
3,
now.
so
It's
that's a
been
very
incredible. We
easy.
are so
You know, when you
blessed
hear Knight,
with the
it's
best
very
fans there are.
easy
Thank you all for
to make
supporting
the
everything we do.
mistake
Thank
of oh, Knight, good guy.
But I still like the Brotherhood of Steel as we saw them in Fallout 2 and Fallout 3, though. Even the New Vegas Knights weren't bad.
Congratulations to Fallout. Next up, we head to the year 2097 and a co-op heist FPS Den of Wolves from Ulf Anderson, the creator of Payday 1 and 2 and GTFO. Here's your first look at the gameplay.
Can't be any worse than Payday 3. Wait, no, if this is the one I'm thinking of, it actually is with from what I've seen before.
An unregulated corporate haven in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. The new land of opportunity. The only thing that matters here.
It's microtransactions.
If you're in a cyberpunk dystopia, do you even need a mask when you're doing a criminal activity?
Who gets into this line of work?
Oh no, I was thinking of a different one. This is looking good so far. This is just Payday with a different skin.
Well, I sort of expect that for a sequel.
The fact that there's sandbags and shit set up means this bank is regularly raided like this.
No, this is not tied to the company that makes Payday. This is one of the original developers of Payday 1 and 2 who made his own studio. Not a fan of the music though, but the gameplay looked at least fun.
This is New Eridu, the last city on the planet.
Hoyoverse.
Despite the seemingly hopeless
This is the
situation,
GTA
we
game
clung
I'm
to a
thinking
strange
of,
sense
I
joy,
think.
enduring one wave after another. Even if our destruction is inevitable, we'll confront it on our own terms.
Oh, is this Zenless Zone Zero?
This is the place.
It's Genshin Impact.
Target detected. Prepare for action. I've never hesitated to fight for you.
Yeah.
Oh no, this is Zenless Zone Zero.
No, it's Genshin Impact.
I wield my blade.
Which is all the Hoyoverse games at this
Yeah.
point. So, yeah, no,
Genshin Impact.
it's everything.
Take it easy. I've got a lot to live for.
It's all because of her. Led us to a dead end.
How comfortable is it to walk around with a vinyl tape on each of your hips?
Anyway, I gotta go fix my sink. So I will see you
Jeff
guys
Bezos is
later.